Stuck on a roller coaster. Got a case of love bipolar. Da-da. I can't get off this ride. Amberlynn changes her bra like Chantal changes clothes. 'Cause you're hot, then you're cold, you're yes, then you're no. You're in, then you're out, you're up, then you're down. How's everybody doing? I know that we are going live a little later than normal. I had an obligation to attend to. So, here we are, bright and early at 8:14 p.m. Someone call the doctor. Isn't it kind of wild how one of the biggest bops of 2008 was a song essentially calling bipolar people annoying and unreliable? Bipolar viewers, what do we think about Katy Perry? I want opinions in the chat. What do we think of her? Victims of an... Where were we at? Like 140-ish? 142? Something like that. Stuck on a roller coaster. She also did I Kissed a Girl, Not a Fan. I remember for that specific song, I remember Lady Gaga did an interview, and it was like when they were both, you know, like in their coming up eras, like when they first started getting popular. And an interviewer asked Lady Gaga and said, "So what do you think of Katy Perry? What do you think of her new music?" And Lady Gaga says, "I don't think she's kissed a girl." Hi, Minneapolis, Laura. Or Minnesota. Sorry, that's the city in Minnesota. I'm not bipolar, but I'm not a fan. Well, Yo Crunch Girl, did I or did I not ask only bipolar viewers for their opinion on Katy Perry? I'm just kidding. You can provide your opinion as well. We won't single out the bipolar people. I like Teenage Dream. Teenage Dream was good. I mean, that those first couple albums she had, the one from 2008 and the one from 2011, everything after that was a miss for me. Roar was stupid. Dark Horse was stupid. And then I honestly cannot name a single song that she has sung after Dark Horse. Oh, the basketball song. I mean, that was ass too. Swish, swish. Stupid. Awful. I don't know. I don't know what happened after 2011, but she just kind of... I don't know. The new album is so bad. Is it even out? Because I know that there's 2 songs that have released and they've both been terrible. A lot of people are giving her shit for working with that one producer. Doesn't she have a kid now? I want to say that she has 2 kids. Katy Perry kids. There's no greater firework in Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's lives than their daughter Daisy. Okay, so so Orlando Bloom has 2 kids. He had a kid with his first wife, and that kid's name is Flynn, and now Daisy. What was Orlando Bloom known for other than Pirates of the Caribbean? I honestly couldn't tell you. That's like the only thing that comes to mind. Oh, he was in Lord of the Rings? Who was he in Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit. I don't remember him in Lord of the Rings. Stuck on a roller coaster, and I can't get off this ride. He kind of looks like Hugh Jackman. A little bit. He looks like a twink version of Hugh Jackman. Huh. He was the elf. Oh, the one with the bow and arrow? No, he wasn't Legolas. He was Legolas? Really? Oh. Okay. He was Legolas. I didn't know that. Huh. Neat. Okay. Back to morbidly obese women. Today, we are going to be finishing the Mr. Snowflake documentary, part 2 of episode 3, in which he is outing everything that needs to be outed about Amberlynn in the years of 2015 through 2017. Amberlynn didn't go live last night. Can't say I'm surprised, but we have not heard from our girly pop in 8 days now. That's not super uncommon for Amberlynn. It's very much so in her MO to take a week off willy-nilly and not say anything. But, yeah. Emily is there. Shut up. When did they post that? Was that today? The feeder's there. Oh, well, they probably went to like Golden Corral or something. What is her name on Twitter again? Not Twitter, Instagram. Hectic Ambi. Here it is. Check her Instagram. The feeder came with my baby girl type deal. Why do they keep doing this little devil thing? I mean, like, we know that you're pure evil, but is it like quirky? I don't know. Quirky, I guess. You make me so happy, baby. Go live tonight. Oh my God, could you imagine if they did a live stream together? Alexis hasn't posted today. Alexis hasn't, I mean, I don't know. Is she going to keep making videos or what? We haven't gotten another Q&A from Alexis in, yeah, like a week now. They think that they're bad beaches. Oh my God. I was about to say, does she have that tattoo that like literally every person had in 2017? You know, like the trees, and it starts at their wrist and goes up, and it's like a pine tree. I feel like everybody had that tattoo like 8 years ago. Hectic.ambi. Amberlynn conveniently only showing 1/5 of herself. I mean, the choker is holding on for dear life at this point. You know how in movies when people are crossing a bridge and the bridge is made of rope and planks of wood, and then they get about midway through the bridge and it snaps in half and they're like holding on by like a tattered thread of the rope? Mean. She looks like Shrek. See, you know what? I won't stand for that. I mean, I'm not going to stand, but I'm not going to stand for that. These low effort, low hanging fruit jokes. Yeah, mods, get them. I don't know if we have any Twitch mods on right now. I don't know if Ern's here. Oh no, Ern's here. Mods, get them. The choker is the Spider-Man scene with the train. Bad. But you know what? I mean, as bad as these jokes are, it's true. It's true. I mean, Amberlynn, her latitude is expanding. And I mean, we knew that this was going to be inevitable when she shacked up with someone like this. So, as nasty as all these Shrek and these like hanging by a thread choker jokes are, I mean, she's the one dating a feeder. Oh boy. Unfortunately, her face is so swollen even with a thinning filter. Not even the thinning filter can save you now. Are they in a Jeep? It did kind of look like they were in a Jeep. Which I guess anytime that she comes to visit, she'll have to get a rental car, yeah, because Amber doesn't have a car, and it's not like she can borrow the mom's car. So yeah, she's always going to have to get a rental car. Rental cars are expensive. Somebody said in a comment, I mean, we haven't covered current Amber in like a week now, but somebody said in a comment, and it really got me thinking. They said Amberlynn may take a step away from YouTube and do the type of content that she and that the feeder and Colleen were doing. Which, in that case, if they could make money through websites like that, I mean, we would find out about it. There's no doubt in my mind that Girl World would find out about it. But if they start doing that kind of content, like Chantal has been accused of doing, remember the corn dog video that we watched of Chantal, where someone sent in a request and they were like, I want you to eat corn dogs really slowly and smack your lips and tell me how good they taste, like that kind of stuff. I mean, Amberlynn is itching to get away from YouTube. She's tired of it. She doesn't want all the attention anymore. This isn't as exciting as it used to be when she was in her 20s. And she's sick of having a microscope on her all the time. So I'll tell you what, though. If that does go on, we'll find out about it. We'll find out about it. She's been mentioning OF in her live streams way too often. Is she testing the waters? I don't know. Synthetic Tea has just gifted 20 subscriptions on YouTube. Holy effing moly. Whoa! Just dumped all her tea in the Boston Harbor. Thank you so much for doing that, Synthetic Tea. Oh my goodness. 20 new members right off the bat from Synthetic Tea. Can't thank you enough. Thank you. Look at all these new people. Look at this. And on top of that, we have Tangled coming in with 5 gifted memberships. Holy cow. Hoo. Twitch, y'all are going to have to wait on your gifted memberships. It's a YouTube kind of night, it seems. Thank you so much, Tangled and Synthetic Tea. Very generous of you guys. And last but not least, we had V come in with 1 gifted membership. Thank you so much for doing that, V. That was really kind of you. 26 gifted memberships right off the bat. 26 stars. Whew. It's like that Coldplay song. It's a sky full of stars. Such a heavenly view. How do I turn on accepting memberships? I'd imagine it's somewhere in your settings. I'd imagine. What's Amberlynn's Instagram? Hectic.ambi. Don't forget to like the video, guys. If you don't mind, the little thumbs up on the stream on YouTube does help the algorithm. So, if you care to, just takes a second, just 1 second. All right, let's pick up where we left off. I think it was right around here, 142. For everybody who's about to yell, it's not loud enough. Your mic's too loud. Listen, I have him as high as it goes. If you want to yell about the audio, go to his video, leave a nasty comment. Don't do that. But I mean, I can try to be farther away from the mic. I guess I could. So I don't know. I like leaning into the mic and talking like that, but I know it's a little loud. Okay. Here we go. Satellite radio. Y'all gonna hit with the boom, boom. But not before we acknowledge Serenity Queen with 400 bits on Twitch. Thank you so much, Serenity Queen.
Destiny grew up in a household where hitting animals was an acceptable form of discipline. However, most of the viewers would disagree with that. To the dismay of many, Amber and Destiny would soon add another pet to their growing family, Twinkie Star.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't check her thigh.
Oh, is your thigh okay?
Because we put cream on it the other day.
Yeah.
Twinkie was given to them by Destiny's godmother.
Twinkie Star. A little Twinkie Star.
When they got her, Twinkie wasn't in the best condition.
This little baby is overweight, as you guys can see.
Unfortunately, her weight would only increase in time. Amber claimed that she would take Twinkie on 45-minute walks, despite being away for hours on end with work.
45-minute walks. If Twinkie's getting a 45-minute walk, then I have wheels and I'm a wagon. I think it's funny when pets get a little bit overweight and they need to lose weight. It's like, all right, you're going on a diet. No more of this. No more table food for you. You are going on a diet. But when it comes to Amberlynn, for example, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try. Let me download Lose It. Let me download My Fitness Pal. I'm gonna lose the weight. I'm gonna lose the weight. I promise I will. But it's like pets; they don't get a choice. She was wearing the wrong shoes, indeed. JJ, thank you so much for gifting all those subscriptions on Twitch. Really appreciate you doing that. 3 new members on Twitch. Hello to our new members. 6 bras. Allegedly, she had 6, although during season 3, we only saw 2 bras. But this super chat was sent in by 6 bras, and they said, I'm psyched. I'm psyched for you, 6 bras.
And not being able to walk around Walmart without a scooter to help her. Many people were justifiably sceptical about Amber's claim, and were understandably worried about Twinkie's health. You claim to walk your dog for 45 minutes per day, but you said in another answer that you wake up an hour before work and have to get ready, eat, take care of your animals, etc., and then don't get home until after 2 AM and you're too tired to do anything. When do you get your 45-minute walk in? I wake up about an hour before work. It takes me literally 10 minutes to get ready because I shower at night, which I've always preferred. My schedule when I wake up is potty, brush teeth, hygiene stuff, get dressed, go outside with Twinkie for potty time and walk, then feed animals, change their water, etc. If I'm lucky and I woke up earlier and actually remember to do so, I'll eat a small breakfast or make a smoothie. Get a few things together and...
Who does she, you know what she's doing? In this response to this question, she's writing up a schedule of her morning routine that she wishes she was doing or that she would like to be doing. Amberlynn has never... So you're going to tell me that the woman who didn't work the first 25 years of her life suddenly sprung herself into a very proactive, productive morning where all of this shit gets done? Yeah, and if I'm lucky, I might have a small breakfast, maybe like a muffin, an apple as I'm walking out the door. So, I don't really make food a priority in my life, so it's kind of like if I can. Bullshit. That's the poetry she claimed to write. Oh my gosh. She doesn't know what a small breakfast is. So let's rewrite up Amberlynn's morning routine here. Yes, I would imagine that she takes a shit or pisses. Brush teeth, questionable. Hygiene stuff, we can just X that off. Get dressed with some assistance. Go outside with Twinkie to potty for potty time and walk. No, this doesn't go on. Destiny takes Twinkie outside. Then feed the animals. No, she's too busy feeding herself. Change their water. No, Destiny does all this. If I'm lucky and I woke up earlier and remember to do so, I'll eat a small breakfast or make a smoothie. If Amberlynn has food that isn't in a wrapper, Destiny prepared it. Get a few things together and then head on out. AKA grab her cell phone and a bottle of soda and get in the passenger seat and yell at Destiny to get going. So, all right, that's my mock-up of this morning routine, edited. Mystical Popsicle, thank you so much. Jordy, you're like my favorite cousin that knows all the family tea. I love your lives. They always make my long days better. Thank you so much, Mystical Popsicle. That's a fun username. I like it. Thank you for the kind words and for enjoying my streams. Those girls have their shit together. I could do... Wait, somebody in the chat just goes, I could do without all the singing.
Head on out. I've been setting an earlier alarm lately so I can focus a bit more on myself before I go to work.
We're going to work. Like, we're trying to get...
See, look who took Destiny outside. Well, honestly, of the three, Twinkie, it probably is the most mature, but look who took Twinkie outside. Oh yeah, in the morning, I change all their water, I get their food ready, I take them outside to go to the bathroom, and then we go for a walk, and then if there's enough time left over, sometimes I'll grab myself an apple or a banana before I leave for work. Look who Twinkie is outside with.
Started to go potty, but she just won't go.
Every time we would see Amber take Twinkie out, we would only see Twinkie walking around right outside the entrance to their apartment.
And this is exactly the shit that went on in her apartment complex in Kentucky too. Twinkie would just get to go barely outside the apartment complex, right around the gate, get to use a little area of grass, and then it's right back in. The only person that would ever take her for a little bit of a walk was Jade. And when Jade did get to, we only know about that because of some of the paparazzi pictures that got leaked in season 5. People that were driving down that block of their apartment complex and Jade was walking Twinkie a little bit. I can tell you, as soon as Amberlynn got to Oklahoma, this kind of shit stopped. No. I'm telling you, Amberlynn's apartment is pee pad city. Pee pads everywhere. There's no way Twinkie goes outside.
More than likely that Amber really didn't take Twinkie on the long walks she claimed to, but instead only let her outside for a few minutes until she relieved herself.
Go potty. Oh. Taking Twinkie to go to the bathroom. And we're like, no.
Yeah, literally right outside the apartment. Puts her in this little area of grass, says, okay, go do big girl. And then as soon as she's done peeing, it's like, yay, okay, come back in the house.
Never home, honestly. Like, the only time we're home is we wake up and we're here just to get ready for work. Calm down. And then we come home after work and we're probably awake for like 3 hours and that's it. Like, I feel like we're never home. It's so weird. Do I walk Twinkie every day for like 35 to 45 minutes?
Yes, you do. Every day before we go to work.
All right, Destiny, before I read this question out, I need you to respond with, yes, Amber, you do that. Yes, Amber. I mean, she's already admitted to lying for Amber about the 20-piece McNugget. Why not this too?
Do you see me not walking the dog? Like, just because I don't vlog something doesn't mean it don't happen, so.
You make up so many lies it's hard to keep up, lol. You live far away from your work and yet you wake up right around the time you have to leave. But now all of a sudden you have all this time to walk your dog for 45 minutes before you go to work, which you never seem to vlog, lol. I don't take my phone with me when I walk Twinkie.
Oh my god. Convenient. Well, you guys don't see this footage of these 45-minute walks that take place every day because I leave my phone in the apartment. Well, that's awfully convenient.
Ever. Like I said, if I wake up an hour before I have to leave for work, I have 45 minutes to walk Twinkie. Gotta be honest, it's more like 35 to 50, depending on how many times she stops.
I guess I don't want to be so lazy. I feel like if I was more motivated in every aspect of my life, whether that be wearing a cute outfit or cleaning up the dishes or cleaning up my room or taking the dog out to pee, literally everything, I feel like if I was more motivated and less lazy to do those things, I think in a roundabout way I'd become like a better person. Huh. This is my sock. This is my sock. And if you ever see her panting with her tongue out, it's because she's like having a little mini dog anxiety attack. So I just want you guys to know, this is a healthy, perfect baby.
I wonder if he covers the thing that happened with Chili's. I don't know how long this goes on for, but I hope he does. I hope he covers the Chili's thing. Carissa Marshall, thank you. I'm so glad you're streaming. It's my golden birthday today. Can I get a happy birthday from my favorite streamer? Heart hands to you. Thank you so much, Carissa. I should be super chatting you. Oh my gosh, your golden birthday. Is that like something different from a normal birthday? Wait, golden birthday. Is that like a saying? Should I know what that means? Did you turn 30 or something? I don't know what golden birthday means. But happy birthday to you, Carissa. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Maybe she's going to Golden Corral. 50. When your age matches the day you were born. Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. So like turning 29 on the 29th. Happy 29th birthday to you, Carissa. That's cool. I learned something new. Huh. Neat. I had never heard that before.
Baby.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
She's so confused. Look at it.
Come on.
Oh.
Don't do that. She jumped when I picked her up.
There was no doubt about it that Twinkie was a nervous dog, but the way she was treated by Amber and Destiny would cause her even more anxiety. In one video, Amber and Destiny had gone on vacation and were picking Twinkie up from Destiny's father's house.
Okay, we literally just got freaked out and we thought we couldn't find Twinkie, but we found her, so. Twinkie!
Yeah, she was probably hiding from your ass. Oh my god, look at this angle. She was probably hiding, honestly. No, let me continue to live here in this house where they actually take me out. I don't want to go back to that little hovel that you guys have me living in where I only get to pee in the grass once a day. Uncle Tapeworm, thank you. Longtime silent watcher, first time heart hand sender. Your lives have been really keeping me going through tough times. Well, thank you so much, Uncle Tapeworm. I'm glad that my live streams have been able to comfort you and provide some sort of solace. Thank you so much for the kind words. Heart hands, heart circle, heart. I'm working on my heart trapezoid. It's coming. It's coming. Heart square, heart rectangle. Heart rectangle for you, Uncle Tapeworm. That's the one we'll go with. Appreciate that.
Twinkie had been left alone in a closet for at least half an hour and seemed terrified when she was finally let out.
Come here. Oh, I miss you. Oh, look at the little house she had. Hi, baby. I miss you.
Her dad had to go, like, I guess do some work thing. So that's why she was in there. She's like, been in there for like a half an hour. Oh, yeah.
Her dad had to go do a work thing. Look at her face. Her dad had to go do a work thing, so you put the dog in a closet? That's strange. Horrifying pause screen. I know, it's kind of giving bariatric Pennywise. Hey, Georgie, come on down here. We got orange chicken. In a closet. That's odd. That's strange.
Amber and Destiny would also neglect to take the animals to the vet.
Wasabi is, what do you think, he's pooping
Oh, look, it's the polka dot bra. 6 bras. You seeing this?
out blood? Yeah, he's pooping out blood. We don't know what it's from. We're gonna give it a couple days, and if it keeps happening, we're definitely gonna have to take him to the vet. Oh, Wasabi, what is wrong with you? I'm taking Wasabi to the vet come January. Wasabi did not poop on the couch today. There's a plus in life. But yeah, we're thinking that the reason why he's pooping on the couch is because he might be sick. I don't know. I hope not.
Well, honestly, with the type of odor coming out of that couch from Amberlynn laying on it all day, I don't think it's that outlandish for Wasabi to consider that red couch a litter box. I'd probably think the same thing if I was a cat. Synthetic tea, thank you. She is with Emily. Oh gosh, I wonder if there's going to be some Emily content put out soon. Haven't heard from our girl in 8 days. Can you believe that? Whoo, gosh. Katie Bird has just swooped in and given 10 memberships to people on YouTube. Thank you so much, Katie Bird. Bird is the word. Now everybody's heard about Katie Bird. Word. Thank you so much, Katie Bird. Glad to have you here for another stream. The neglect. I mean, you know, and it makes you think during all this time when they would go to so they would go to work together for, I mean, allegedly Amberlynn was working 4-hour shifts and then she started working longer shifts. But here's the thing. If Amberlynn was working 4 hours and Destiny was working like a full 8-hour shift, it's not like Amberlynn could go home. So if anything, I'd imagine Amberlynn just sat in the lobby and played on her phone. So they would go from an 8-hour shift a lot of the time to Walmart at like midnight or 1 a.m. They would spend like 2 hours in Walmart and then they would come home. I mean, like, there must have been piss and shit everywhere in this apartment. Unless they held it, but I don't think that they did.
Like I've been saying, we're for sure gonna take him to the vet come January. Wasabi is having a little, he has like some eye goop going on. We're taking him to the vet in January, but...
It is January.
Oh, it is January.
January would come and go, and still they had not gone to the vet.
The whole time we were together, we did not go to the vet. I know she said that we did, and I didn't realize she was telling people that, so...
Instead, Amber and Destiny would go out to eat at restaurants and would fool around at Walmart almost every night. Amber...
It's the same reason why Chantal never took BBJ to the vet. Because it's time out of her day that could otherwise be spent lounging on the couch, shoving food down her throat. Vets are also expensive, too. I mean, had the cat needed a procedure or some antibiotics or, you know, whatever, I mean, it's not like these two were balling out on a whole lot of money at the time.
Maybe thinking she knew more than the vet, or simply being too lazy to take them, would take her animals.
You know what? Before we go past this, I'm going to forget, so I want to say it now. One of you left a comment on yesterday's stream, and it really got me thinking. You know how yesterday in the documentary, she kept running her mouth saying, Libby, you need to start paying for your own dinners. We've probably spent a good $500 on Libby. You know how she kept saying that over and over again? Meanwhile, like Libby's 15, doesn't have a job, doesn't really have spending money. What about all the AdSense money that Amberlynn was making off of Libby being in her content? It's the same thing with Becky from the livestream era. I'd imagine Amberlynn was monetized at this point and she was making money on YouTube. So Libby being in your videos, helping you make content, having weird, creepy 20-year-olds put their arms around her was making you money, Amberlynn. And you still have the nerve, the gall, to say, you need to start paying for your own shit. You need to pay me back. You're indebted to me. Libby was working, technically.
Health into her own hands.
You know you can deworm your pet at home. So if any of y'all don't feel like taking your cat to the vet, I mean, you probably should, but you could just get the deworming stuff at, you can go to a vet and buy it, or you can get it from, I think PetSmart might have some, I'm not sure. But yeah, Twinkie's like allergic to grass. I guess that's like the best way to say it, because every single time she goes outside to go to the bathroom, she comes back with this little rash. We put this hydrocortisone, I can't say that word, I'm horrible at equate. The vet recommended this, so don't think we're giving her something she's not supposed to have.
Even though Amber said that the vet recommended a certain medication for Twinkie, it seemed like they'd just been given a second-hand cream from the woman.
I was about to say, let's go to Walmart and buy the great value version of this and spend $6. I'm not buying the antibiotic steroid cream that the vet recommends that's $80. That's Denny's money. That's 20-piece McNugget money. We're not doing that. Twinkie can have the great value cream from Walmart.
Woman who used to own Twinkie.
This stuff works really well though, so if it happens to your dog, bam. Where'd we get this again?
Alicia gave that to us because it happened when Alicia had her.
Yeah,
Oh, they didn't even buy it. It was given to them as a gift. Of course it was.
do you know where she got it?
It's Walmart brand, so I'm guessing.
Oh, Equate is Walmart brand, isn't it?
Wasabi and Twinkie were often left alone while the pair were at work. This would even be the case.
I know. Hand me down Walmart cream. Yeah, use some of this secondhand Walmart cream. You'll be right as rain.
When a tornado was expected to hit their apartment complex.
Destiny and I were woken up and by a bunch of tornado warnings. Really, really bad news. The tornado actually hit like our apartment complex. There is gas stations that have collapsed, gyms that have collapsed, just right across the street.
Oh no, the gyms have collapsed. She must have been so distraught. She must have been beside herself. Amberlynn. She can't go to the gym anymore.
From our apartment, Twinkie and Wasabi are there. I am home with my babies. We came home and Twinkie was soaking wet, so we thought that she peed herself, but turns out it was water. Like, she must have been freaking out and she got water all over her. I mean, there's like trees falling on cars. It's just crazy to me that this has happened.
The animals were understandably terrified by the ordeal, and you'd think that they wouldn't want to let their pets experience anything like that again. You'd think.
The tornado that happened like a week, 2 weeks ago, it was literally the percentage of like 20%. So the fact that it's like 70% now, I'm honestly terrified.
The likelihood of the tornado hitting their home had now increased. Incredibly, they decided to leave their pets at home once again.
Well, there was a tornado that actually hit my apartment, and
Her at work filming this. You can tell by the furniture. Her at work.
and I'm really worried about Wasabi. I'm really worried about Twinkie, and I just can't believe how bad the weather is right now.
They could have taken the animals to Destiny's father's house, which they'd done before, to make sure.
Yeah, but if they take him to Destiny's dad's house, I mean, shit. What's better? Twinkie locked in a closet or Twinkie in the living room in the apartment? Well, I guess if they were at Destiny's dad's house, at least a human would be home. But I don't know what's better. Closet at Destiny's dad's house or hovel alone? Oh my goodness. Tristan Sartain, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships on YouTube. That was really kind of you to do. I think that's the first time I'm seeing your name pop up. Thank you so much, Tristan. Glad to have you here. Heart oval for you. Heart oval? Or maybe just a normal heart. I don't know. Thank you so much, Tristan. Appreciate you being here. Crying in the club with my cat. Destiny's dad. Yeah. I don't know if he'll address that. I mean, this documentary is more based on Amber than it is Destiny. So I don't know if they'll talk about that. But if you know the story about Cash, it shouldn't be surprising to you that the dad left Twinkie in a closet. Raythians, thank you so much for becoming a subscriber on Twitch. We're so happy to have you. Thank you, Raythians. Those R's and W's, they'll still get ya. Tangled, thank you. Please smash the like button. If you are watching on YouTube and you can just take a hot second to press the thumbs up button, it does help things. Thank you, Tangled. Appreciate those gifted memberships as well. Pooner9000. Amber, I don't like you. Well, I would imagine that the 2,000 other people watching this would more than likely agree with you, Pooner.
Sure they were safe. But instead, they knowingly endangered the lives of the pets.
Wasabi and Twinkie are okay. I'm literally shocked we're not caved in. The apartments next to us, all those are just collapsed. And a lot of people lost their homes. And it's honestly devastating. I'm really grateful. The tornado did go through our apartment complex. And I don't understand why, like, we're not the apartment that's collapsed, you know?
Initially, I thought Amber was exaggerating the severity of the damage left by the tornado, like she'd exaggerated everything before. But that was until I saw the actual damage that the tornado had left.
This is actually the apartments. Just down the street from us, like less than a minute. And there's more buildings in the back that are really bad, but it's mainly, this is the only one we can see from here. Oh my god, that's someone's home. I'm literally about to cry. Hardcore cry. So we're having really bad storm today and my animals are so scared. Like, Wasabi never gets scared. So this is...
I mean, if Gracie was still alive at this point, could you imagine how scared of an animal Gracie was? No?
really weird, and I think it's because the tornadoes that he went through while we were at work. Like, I know that's what's like scaring him. Poor thing. So I'm trying to cuddle him and make him feel safe. So this is what Twinkie...
Well, who was going to make Gracie feel safe? If Gracie was even alive at that point. What red couch was Gracie going to be held on and comforted on?
does when she gets really scared.
Wasabi.
The tornado ruined them.
Must have been really scary for them.
Oh.
The tornadoes.
Them out at Walmart, like using scooters, doing dumb shit. Yeah, I mean, they were here all by themselves. Must have been horrible for them. They must have been really scared.
It clearly traumatized the pets. It was unbelievable. It is unbelievable to think that Amber and Destiny both left the pets at the apartment complex, knowing there was a tornado passing through. That's got to be one of the worst things she's ever done. So I understand why the public hate Amber being a pet owner. Shambles.
Lorelai, thank you so much.
Amber and Destiny.
Lorelai, thank you. Oh, this is lovely. Lorelai, thank you so much for that super sticker. Good old Lorelai.
he wouldn't stay in Florida for much longer.
As you guys know, Destiny and I had a roommate. We signed a 10-month lease. Our roommate has this man friend. I don't even know if they're dating, and I really don't think I care. All of a sudden, our roommate started staying at her boyfriend's house. I'm just gonna say boyfriend. She admitted that she's gonna be moving out because she wants to live with her boyfriend, and I was like, okay. I'm gonna be honest and upfront right now. Me and Destiny do not make enough money to live in this apartment, just her and I. We don't. We cannot pay all these bills. It's physically not possible.
The pair were now scrambling for another place to live. Luckily, they'd found a place. They were going to be living with Destiny's mum in Kentucky.
Her mom.
Oh, this is when things get really bad. Yeah, when they move in with the mom, this
Actually had some really bad health things go on. We want to be there for her. We like need to be there for her.
This wouldn't exactly be the real reason why they had decided to move in with her.
The reason why.
Oh, I know. Amberlynn working 8 hours a week, making like $30 after taxes. There's no way possible for us to live in this apartment. We can't pay the rent. Well, Amber, when you only make $30, I mean, I don't know if she was making money on YouTube at this point. I mean, I don't really know when like AdSense became a thing, but I want to say that she was making money sometime in 2016-ish.
We moved to Kentucky. I said it's because Destiny wanted to be there for her mom. I said we wanted to take care of her. I think I might have said that in a vlog. I don't know why, but it's not the truth.
Now, I know there was a couple of things with why we moved to Kentucky. Essentially, it boiled down to I just wanted to be there. My dad is the one that raised me. I went to my mom's. I only saw her 2.5 months out of the year. As an adult, I really wanted that time with my mom, and looking back at it now, I'm glad I did so.
We were just tired of Florida, honestly. I mean, mainly Destiny was.
You were tired of Florida. You had no other option. This is like her trying to say, oh, I'm just so tired of Kentucky. I want something new. I'm going to move to Oklahoma. The only reason you moved to Oklahoma is because no one else can be around you anymore because you've run everyone off, and you need someone near you to take help or give you help in an event of an emergency. I mean, imagine how much that mom has helped out with Amber and the pets since moving last October. She needed to be near someone. I mean, she's not allowed to live with the mom because, I mean, the mom has a life of her own and a fiance and all that, but that mom is over or has been over Amberlynn's place very frequently helping out with stuff. She needed to be in Oklahoma. It wasn't because you had the travel bug and you were just so cosmopolitan, you wanted to see other parts of the country. Girl, come on. It's because you had to be there. Effing and Jeffing, thank you so much. I think a feeder content era on OF is incoming. Oh boy. Well, it's an opportunity for Amberlynn to take a step away from YouTube. Who knows? Who knows? It already kind of seems like she's leaning into it. Caitlin, thank you. These live streams remind me of high school when you'd start a movie in class and then pick up next week. Very nostalgic, very retro. All right, we're going to end it here, class. We'll pick this up on Monday. Thank you, Caitlin. Hi, Victoria Matrix. Glad you were able to catch a stream.
She just felt kind of like it was time to move on from Florida. You know, some things were happening that she just wasn't happy about. She wanted a new beginning, but I just felt like it was easier for me to...
Yeah, notice how it was Destiny. Destiny wanted to move. She wanted a fresh start. She wanted a new beginning. No, it's because both of you were broke because you were spending all your money on McDonald's and Denny's and you were only working like 8 hours a week. So 2 adults couldn't afford a 1-bedroom apartment. So they had to go and move in with the mom. This was not because you guys wanted a fresh start or anything like that. Come on.
To say, you know, oh, we just want to be there for her mom. I don't know.
It was very bizarre why Amber felt the need to lie about something simple as Destiny wanted to spend more time with her mum. Lying would continue to be a theme throughout their time in Kentucky.
Corner for his little box. We're trying to figure that out too. Where's Wasabi, baby?
Oh my god. I hope he shows the shot of her walking down the stairs. What is the Chili's thing, since she didn't bring it up? You know what? I think that the Chili's thing comes later. Because I think at that point, Dana was on the cast. So that comes later.
Running around.
The animals are doing pretty splendid. Let me show you the stairs. I said
That was season 4. Yeah. So honestly, he probably won't talk about it in this. Because he'll probably talk about it in episode 4, not episode 3. But basically, the Chili's thing is that there was something going on with Twinkie where she was having an anxiety attack and she was in pain. And instead of Amberlynn getting Twinkie some type of medical attention, she went to Chili's and got half-off appetizers with Dana, Destiny, and Becky.
I was gonna do that.
The pair were now trying to adjust to their new home in Kentucky, but Amber was finding it a bit difficult.
Okay. Keep in mind,
Oh my goodness. This is the scene. This is the scene. Before she walks down these steep wooden stairs, she prefaces it with, well, if I look ridiculous and I look helpless, just remember, I have a heel spur, I'm 400 pounds, my lungs barely work, both of my ankles are shot, one of my knees isn't working correctly. She gives us every reason in the book as to why it's difficult for her to walk down these stairs. Hold on, we're restarting this. This is too iconic of a scene in Amberverse history to not watch in its entirety.
do that.
The pair were now trying to adjust to their new home in Kentucky, but Amber was finding it a bit difficult.
Okay. Keep in mind, I have a heel spur. This leg hurts. I fell. So I hold on to here at first. And then I go. Oh, I was gonna get pajamas and I forgot. And then I hold on to this little thing. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
It's for the handrails when they put them up.
On top of Amber struggling to get down the stairs, there would be another thing her weight would stop her from doing.
Amberlynn did not shower the whole time we were at my mom's.
I'm gonna go take a shower and just get ready for the day because I've been up in this room all day long.
Surely y'all have been in a situation where you have been around a bigger person and could smell their swamp ass.
And you know what? I'll tell you what. When this all happened last summer and Destiny was doing her expose and people were sending in Q&As, overwhelmingly, the number one question that people were trying to get Destiny to answer was, what did Amberlynn smell like? And she was trying to be as cordial and respectful as she could by answering that question, but this is the best that she was able to come up with. She was basically like, well, I'm not going to give you descriptive adjectives as to what Amberlynn's ass crack smelled like, but if you have been around someone who is bigger, who doesn't have great hygiene, just use that as a frame of reference. Oh my God. People were spamming her live streams back last summer. What does Amberlynn smell like? What does she smell like? That's like... But yeah, Destiny did disclose to us last summer that Amberlynn not one time took a shower when they were living with Destiny's mom. I think it was kind of like a bird bath situation type deal. I think that she would just kind of go and he'll probably show it here in a second. But basically, he was like, Destiny would help her. I don't know if Destiny would wipe her, but Destiny would do something to help Amberlynn kind of freshen up, if you want to call it that. Sweet iced black tea. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Jordy, I'm enjoying some tasty Viva Chicken watching. Hope you and everyone are doing well. Thank you so much, sweet iced black tea. Well, I'm not enjoying iced black tea, but I am enjoying a slushie. This next sip is for you. Thank you so much for being here. Skunky Mayhem. I appreciate those bits. Thank you, Skunky. Twice Spice. Hello. ALR isn't posting because she's enjoying her very romantic date at Subway, sharing a 24-inch footlong with the feeder. It's like that scene from Lady and the Tramp with the spaghetti and meatballs, except it's a 24-inch sandwich from Subway. Oh, good God.
She did not like the bathtub. She refused to even try to get in. I think she was having a hard time getting her leg over it. It was the thing, because it is pretty high sides.
I did not shower while living with her mother because I could not fit in the shower.
And she just basically, whore bathed.
Every single day I had to shower outside of the shower, if that makes sense.
Like, I'd help her wash her hair over the...
I mean, honestly, this isn't as bad as what we... See, this is the thing that I don't understand, and why I feel like what she had to say just now last summer was very performative, because she was getting all emotional saying, I wasn't able to, I wasn't big, and I was too big, I wasn't able to fit in the bathtub. Here's the thing. 1 year prior to Amberlynn saying that, she came on here and willingly told us that Becky was kind of just walking into the bedroom, giving her a bucket and a sponge, and she would do the best she could. No tears. She told us this already. So if, in my opinion, that's worse. I mean, her being bedbound and kind of just using a sponge, bathing in bed. If you're going to tell us that willingly, why is Destiny talking about you doing this bird bath kind of stuff at her mom's house? Why is that worth crying over? Very manipulative, in my opinion. Oh, this is so embarrassing. This is so humiliating. This is so demeaning to me that the whole world didn't know that knows now that I didn't shower when I lived with Destiny's mom. You came on here and told us worse in the past. This is small potatoes compared to what you told us a year prior, what happened in season 4. It's also very humid in Kentucky. I highly doubt that Amberlynn was going outside. But you also got to remember, I mean, who knows if if Destiny's mom was running the air conditioner all that often. Oh my gosh, this just keeps getting worse the more I think about it. We should probably just not think about it. Six Bras, thank you again. Did Amber's former friend's tea run out? I don't know if she plans on doing any more Q&As. I really don't. I mean, I guess I could ask her. Let me ask her. I think we still have our DM on TikTok. TikTok. Hey, you doing any more videos? This seems a little blunt. I should be like, hey, hope you're well. Do you think you're done with YouTube? All right, I'll say that. If she responds during the live stream, I'll let y'all know. She had her 15 minutes. I bet Amber drew her back in. Oh, you think she's friends with Amber again? Oh, God. I don't think so. Jordy, I have 4 Shiba Inus. Would you even attempt to remember their names? Yeah. Simp for Avril. Thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. Hello. I just saw that it was the 22nd anniversary of Skater Boy yesterday. Jeez. 2002. What a year for Avril Lavigne.
Shower, and she just kind of washed with washcloths and wore plenty of deodorant. That's what she did.
So gotta be honest, the three of us all just got me, Destiny, and Twinkie all just took a shower together, but family goals.
Not only was it difficult for Amber to maneuver around the home, but Amber, who'd gotten used to living in her own apartment, now had to live under somebody else's roof.
Stuff on my... Hello? Yes?
I was living under someone else's roof again, and that's not what I wanted. I did not want to rely on anyone.
Someone clip that. Amberlynn saying that she didn't want to rely on someone else. Let me rephrase that for you, honey. I didn't want to rely on someone else's parents. I wanted to rely on them. I wanted Destiny to make enough money for the both of us so that we could have our own apartment. I didn't want to have to live with her fucking mom and live under her roof, her rules, and put up with her and her attitude. Destiny should have been out there working harder so that she could have been able to afford us to go out to eat all the time and live in an apartment by ourselves while I sit on the couch and play on my phone. The audacity, this eye roll that she does right here. I didn't want to have to rely on someone else's parents again. Her at like 26 saying this. Mary, hey Mary, thank you. What a B word. Damn stupid B. Bad timing. I'm PMSing and I'm furious with this girl. I think that this is a great way to take out your anger, Mary. Thank you so much for sending that in. You didn't have to do that. If those of you watching don't know, Mary actually met me at a concert, gave me a custom t-shirt, and my favorite candle from Bath & Body Works. She's a real one. She's definitely a real one. Thank you, Mary. Cyrita, hello. OF would take less effort. She wouldn't have to think of ideas, and she would just have to do requests. I def see Tom talking her into it. She's an OBCD. Oh, boy. I mean, I know that those OF people make bank. Marley had this one friend. Her name was Claudia. And I've met her a couple times. And some of the story, she's like an OF person. Well, she used to be like a high-end escort. But then when COVID happened, all the strip clubs closed down. So she started taking it online. And I mean, just like the money and the stories that she would tell Marley and Marley would tell me. Oh my God. The amount of money. And like, it would be like the dumbest stuff. Like not even like effort, like whatsoever. Like a picture of cleavage once a week and that'll pay rent. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, we know that a market exists for this kind of stuff. Will Amberlynn be dipping her toes into it is the question. Thank you so much, Cyrita. We had some gifted memberships just a little bit ago from Lorelei, gifting 2 memberships to the chat on YouTube. Really appreciate you doing that, Lorelei. That was really kind of you. Sorry, I just butchered your name. Lorelei. I think that name's really pretty. Thank you so much. And we also have Dominique Alaska gifting a membership as well. Thank you so much, Dominique. Appreciate that. Welcome to our new members, courtesy of our very generous donors. Who's Marley? My one girlfriend in real life.
Didn't want to do that anymore. That's like what I did my whole life.
Amberlynn talked about being nervous about living with my mom because she liked living on her own, didn't want to be under someone else's rules, wanted to do what she wanted to do.
It was none of that. It's she didn't want to have to put up with she didn't want to have to put up with Destiny's mom because Amberlynn is a bulldozer. And she likes to raise people to be level with the ground. And that's exactly what she was attempting to do with Destiny. And she couldn't be her toxic, overbearing self that she normally is around the mom because the mom would call it out. So as soon as you invite a third party into the mix and they're allowed to voice their opinion, especially being the homeowner, she's allowed to voice her opinion because it's her daughter and it's her house. Amber didn't like this.
That comes to a head at one point.
Destiny's mother, Mendy, wanted to encourage Amber to lose weight, so she helped her try various weight loss programs.
I also didn't tell you guys, there's a weight loss program here. They do like free consultations, and I have an appointment for one on Tuesday. It's supposed to really help and like make you lose a lot of weight. When the pricing was set and stuff, I was like, okay, I can deal. And I was gonna get help from Destiny's parents, which I thought was super sweet, but then she's like, but you have to put a down payment. And when she set the price, we were all like, oh. On the way home, Destiny's mom brought up another program, and I was like, okay, well, what is it? Like, we can try it. She said it was weight loss.
Yeah, I mean, homegirl had to pawn off Crystal's DS and iPod to afford a cat. I highly doubt that she has money for a weight loss program.
Pills. I have made the official decision to not take the pill anymore. So as you guys know by now, that the 2 programs I tried to do for like assistance with weight loss, they didn't work out.
In spite of her weight loss attempts, Amber would start filming mukbangs.
Hey guys, so I figured I would film a mukbang video.
Oh my god, not this video. This is another iconic video from season 3. Amberlynn takes down half a pizza, and the commentary of her the whole time in this video is telling us how she doesn't like pizza and doesn't want to be eating the pizza, but she feels like she has to because she doesn't want to starve herself. Honest to God, if you search Amberlynn pizza, you'll get the full video of this. It's just her saying, you know, I'm not really even hungry. I don't really even like pizza, but I have to get some calories in my system so that my body can function. So I'm kind of just forcing it in.
Video, I'm gonna be eating 3 pretty big slices of pizza.
When she started doing the mukbangs, when my mom was around, my mom really just didn't understand it, and I think they got into spats about it sometimes.
I told my girlfriend's mom that I make mukbang videos, and she was supportive.
So I think that's why she ended up only doing it basically when she was home alone, or if it was just me and her or whatever.
Unsurprisingly, Amber would fail all the weight loss ventures she tried, but she continued to film mukbang videos, which annoyed Mendy, who had been going out of her way to help Amber lose weight, and the pair of them would always be getting into arguments.
Amberlynn's she's very set in her way or no way kind of deal. She doesn't care, like, if she disrespects you, basically. Like, she really just does not care.
I know, keep in mind, she's living at Destiny's mom's house rent-free. If I was living at my partner's parents' house, I would be kissing the ground that they walk on. I mean, Amberlynn was probably like calling her a bitch and asking, not helping out. I mean, just, you are a guest living here for free.
Like, we were at my mom's house living with her, and she still was, you know, like, I don't know, if it had been the other way around, I was not going to try to argue with her mom, you know, like.
Exactly. I would be scrubbing the floors. You should be going above and beyond, not being a parasite nuisance.
It was like a respecting your elders kind of thing. Even though you're not a child, you should still respect your elders.
I mean, sure, okay, but the real reason is about the money. You were living there rent-free. And, you know, on top of this, the mom is trying to help with Amber, doesn't view her as a lost cause, isn't just calling her a lazy bitch, isn't just talking down to her, isn't just being toxic to her. She's taking Amberlynn to weight loss appointments. She's trying to find opportunities and resources for her to get her life on track. Amberlynn just didn't want to try.
The arguments between Amber and Destiny would also persist. She had stopped appearing in many videos. When she was on camera, she didn't appear very enthused. Or she was always on her phone.
This?
Oh, you had my
You want to show him, baby?
Where's my phone?
I don't have your phone.
You had my phone. You had FaceTime with Mom. What'd you do with it?
Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, dinky. Show them the art.
The pair would celebrate their 1-year anniversary by exchanging gifts.
Destiny's gonna show you what I got her for our 1-year anniversary, and then I'm gonna show you what she got me. Okay, so
And then she said, Destiny, happy 1-year anniversary. I love you beyond measure. This book is for you, Amberlynn. Skip a little bit.
4th of July.
Gracie, that's the first night of my dad's house.
Okay, so Destiny got me
A promise ring.
a promise ring. Let's see.
I got Amberlynn a promise ring around this time for our 1 year. It was mostly because
I got you a promise ring, but it might not be the promise you're thinking of. My promise to you, Amberlynn, is lose 100 pounds and get a fucking job or you're on the street.
she was talking about getting engaged a lot. She was talking about wedding stuff kind of a lot, and I just wanted to get her a ring just to make her happy, basically.
It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Is it zooming in?
Nah.
You can put it on my hand. It was honestly the sweetest thing ever.
Did Destiny ever love you? Yes. And my favorite part is her saying that she was never going to propose to me and I was never the love of her life.
I never proposed.
Okay, she was also 20, Amberlynn. She was 20. Here you are, 25, living with a 20-year-old parent, being a parasite, being a nuisance. 20-year-olds will say all sorts of things. I mean, I think it's funny how Destiny... that was just her last summer saying that. That wasn't back in the day. That was her last summer saying that. I think it's so funny that Destiny said that she wasn't going to marry me. She wanted to marry me. Yeah, because you were overwhelming, manipulative, and she was 20.
To her because we literally fought so much, and I wasn't sure if we would ever truly be happy together, like, because there was just so much fighting and tension.
I never once made her give me a promise ring. She also said that. That's a bull lie. Like, she gave me the promise ring to propose to me. She kept saying, I want to propose at, our 2 year. I want to propose.
Oh, Alexis just messaged me back. Let's see what she said. Hey, thank you. I hope you are as well. I asked her if she was done with YouTube. She said no. I just needed a break. What do you think I should talk about in my next video? I don't know. What should I tell her? Should I tell her to do another Q&A? Tell Alexis I said hi. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like it would kind of be iconic if she did something with the crumble cookie video, because Amberlynn said in a live stream, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before, she was like, I don't care if Alexis shows the crumble video. I don't care. Sounds like an invitation to me. Tell her to do retro reacts. That could be a good idea. Yeah, for her to go back and watch videos like over the past year, and then she can add in context. Like, oh, Amberlynn said this in a vlog, but what you guys didn't know, that could be a good idea. The Q&As are getting stale. She should start doing reactions. All right, I'm going to tell her. I think the community might enjoy you doing reactions to her videos over the past year where you could add in context of stuff that was taking place behind the scenes at the time. That would be a good video. Say retro reacts and crumble react. I don't know if the crumble cookie video is appropriate for YouTube. That's just the thing. Homewrecker Burrito. Tell her we want more info on Tommy. I think they want more Tommy, too. I think they want more Tommy stuff, too. So it's looking like she might do a reaction. She might do a reaction. Okay. Don't be square? What does that mean? Don't be square? I'm not square. RK Robbins, thank you. If I couldn't fit in a shower or walk downstairs, I would lose weight. Actually, I did. I once weighed 305 and now I'm 125. It takes wanting it. Yeah. Yeah. It gets to a point where it's like, okay, I can no longer do these basic essential things in my life. So I need to fight back to have that mobility. You gotta want it. You gotta want it. Amberlynn doesn't want it. She just wants to sit on the couch with her phone and eat takeout. Alexis needs to call Jade. I think it's very unlikely that we ever hear from Jade again. Very unlikely. Same was 230. Now I'm down to 140 and I'm much happier. That's awesome, you guys. $300 to what? I think they said $300 to $125. So like they took off more than half of their body weight. Jeez, oh man. Nori, hello Nori. Damn, Becky, all your fault. Really, I mean, Becky didn't even know Amberlynn at this point, but I can see how this is really all chalked up to be Becky's fault.
Propose at her 2-year anniversary. So that is why she didn't propose to me.
We'd have good times, but the bad times were starting to outweigh the good times.
The relationship now seemed vastly different to the affectionate and energetic one they had when they first met.
Ask it a question.
You ask.
I don't know. Ask. You're good at questions.
Does Destiny love me?
No.
Outlook not so good. Try again.
Wait, do you?
I love you, like to pieces. What is it doing?
While in Kentucky, Destiny took the opportunity to visit somebody she'd been very close to.
The tattoo on this arm, I got it for, she was technically a family friend, but I always call her my little cousin. She was in a very bad four-wheeler accident. She passed away. We always released balloons for her. So I have that with the balloon.
The little girl was clearly an important part of Destiny's life. Destiny would express her grief in a Tumblr post. This is my favourite picture of this sweet angel. 1, I took it, and 2, this was one of the nights we were watching her, or she was just over hanging out, whichever. But if you know her, you should know that when she first meets someone, she's very shy. She takes forever to warm up to you, but once she does, you never could keep her off your side. She begged for that teddy bear and I gave it to her. She stuck by my side all night long. It's crazy to think something so innocent and fragile was taken away in the blink of an eye. Visiting Kentucky will never ever be the same. I promise to visit Angel always. Destiny would visit her, and Amber would tag along too, but appeared less than respectful, even dancing on the way to her grave.
So, one of Destiny's close friends lost her daughter, August 2014. She was riding a 4-wheeler and ran into a pole. So, we're here visiting.
In what should have been a private moment, Amber would carelessly point the camera directly at the child's grave, disregarding the privacy of the family. A month prior, Amber would also violate the family's privacy in Ask FM posts. When asked about what had happened to the little...
Remember when Chantal did this? Chantal did this when she first moved to Kuwait, when they went to go visit Salah's mom's grave. And like apparently that's illegal in Kuwait. You're not allowed to film at funeral or like graveyards like that.
Little girl that Destiny had posted about on her Instagram, Amber replied,
I mean, it just takes some basic common sense. Maybe I shouldn't be taking a trip to a graveyard to visit someone that meant a lot to my partner as an opportunity to make content off of. I don't know. Like, does that thought just never register with them? Does it register with them and then they don't care? Completely over their head? I'm not sure.
Lied, got run over by a tractor. Not only was this not what happened, but even if it was, Amber shouldn't have been posting information about the child's death on the internet. And Amber would acknowledge this in posts online. I don't really know if they want me sharing such details, but it was definitely hard for everyone when it happened. Equally as disrespectfully, Amber would prove she knew nothing about the child who meant so much to Destiny.
She was 4, right?
No, she was.
4 or 3.
Oh, Amberlynn, she's older than that.
Oh, wait, didn't you say 7?
Yeah, she was 7.
7, sorry. I got confused because the 2014 part, but yeah, she was really cute. Bless her heart.
Amber had never had a good relationship with any of the maternal figures in her life, despite them welcoming her into the homes. Amber would constantly pick fights with Casey's mother, Crystal's mother, even a foster mother. Can you tell me about your second foster parents? She was...
Oh God, we know what happened with Becky's mom. I wonder if Jade's mom has any stories. She does. She beefs with all of their parents because parents usually want what's best for their child. And when they see their child shacked up with a bariatric parasite, I mean, they're not going to like that. And Amberlynn knows that. So that's why they're always going to butt heads.
Was a single mom. Her name was Kim. Her daughter lived with her, who was 14, and she also had a roommate, a female at the age of 20 or so, who had a toddler. I don't remember much besides Kim was a complete health freak, and I was afraid to sleep because I swear the house was haunted. Her and I bumped heads a lot. One night she pushed me on the stairs, so I swiped her computer off the table. I called my social worker and left my brother behind. He didn't want to leave. That's when my brother and I got separated. We were separated for about 2.5 years.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Look how in this story she makes Kim out to be the aggressor. Every time that we have heard stories of Amberlynn getting physical, she's always the one that throws the first punch. One night, she pushed me on the stairs, so I swiped her computer off the table. Do we really think that's how it went down?
Amber's relationship with Mendy would be no different, and there was many reasons why they would argue.
Destiny's mom would drink a lot of alcohol. A lot.
My mom very much was an alcoholic. It's no big deal. I mean, in the end, I guess it was, but you know, she was, and it ended up making some issues at one point. You will see.
For the lack of a better word or term, she would take out a lot of her anger on me. I accepted it for a long time. I would ignore it. I would do the best that I could to ignore it. I would leave the room, etc., etc. Her mom would be drunk, and she would just be irate at everything and anything, and she would take it out on me.
Another big reason why they would argue was because of Amber's...
Well, then don't live there, hon. I mean, if an alcoholic is someone that's difficult to be around, don't live there. I mean, she's acting like she had to live there.
employment status. Both Amber and Destiny needed a job. They would both apply for data entry positions for the VA, and both their applications would be accepted. Amber didn't seem too thrilled to have a job though.
So, I want you beautiful people to know that I have like a job in the works. Like right now I'm really trying to focus on YouTube. I'm not doing the greatest because like I haven't been filming as much and my vlogs have been kind of lame and stuff, which I'm sorry about.
Amberlynn didn't want to get a real job. She only wanted to do YouTube.
After having the taste of free time, like she had when she lived with Crystal, Amber wanted to focus on making YouTube her career. Mendy didn't like this idea. She was concerned that sitting around at home and filming mukbangs would only be a deterrent to Amber.
Holy shit, look at all these egg rolls. 4 egg rolls with rice. I don't know about y'all, but I'm only eating 1 egg roll, if that, with an entree.
Weight loss attack.
Sometimes the egg roll is the entree for me. 4! Amber, Nicole, thank you. Imagine not being able to fit in a shower, unemployed, couch surfing, but your main concern is getting engaged. Oh my gosh. It's just, it's hysterical to me how people think that getting married or having another kid is going to fix everything.
attempts.
Now, when I said that they got into spats a lot before, I'm meaning like it could have been just anything. It was just little stuff a lot of the time.
But there comes a time where someone does want to stick up for themselves.
I want to say like a week or two into training at our job. I think it was like the second week, honestly. We were sitting at the kitchen table, getting ready to leave for work, like packing my lunch, whatever, just sitting on the kitchen table talking. And I think I asked Amberlynn how she likes the job so far and how, easy it is and all that.
I was saying how like I love the job, I enjoy it, it's fun.
But she wanted to focus more on YouTube, and she was like, if by the time training's over, I decide I don't want to do it, I just won't start the actual job.
Like I was weighing out my options.
And I don't know what came over my mom after this.
Mendy was in the living room and she heard me and Destiny talk, and she got upset with what I was saying. And she was saying how she didn't agree with me doing YouTube and didn't want me to stay at home and just like gain all this weight and all this stuff.
And I guess Amberlynn got offended.
I told her that I hated her.
Her and my mom started arguing back and forth.
And I said, this is none of
the woman that's letting you live there for free. I hate you. Amber, that might work when you're 12 years old, living with your own parents, screaming, I hate you, and running away, and it being okay. That doesn't work at 25, and it's your 20-year-old girlfriend's mom. I hate you. Oh, my goodness. Well, I kind of just want to focus on YouTube. I kind of just want to sit around the house all day and eat and film myself, so I don't think that I'm going to do data entry. My heart's really not in it.
Of your business. Mendy got really mad. And she said, you know what, then I want you to leave. She was like kicking me out.
And my mom ended up getting physical with Amberlynn. That's where the K-cup holder comes back.
I remember she went all the way upstairs. She started grabbing my perfume, and I think she threw like 2 down the stairs, 2 of my perfumes. And then she started like literally punching me, slapping me. And I remember falling to the ground. And she got a K-cup, which was metal, and it was pretty big.
That K-cup holder was sitting on the stairs. My mom came back with it and hit her over the head with it. It was very traumatizing for me, honestly. It was. I was freaking out.
Her like cracking up.
It was awful. That was the first time I ever had a panic attack, and it was scary. I just remember seeing everything happen and then being on the floor and just screaming. So that's when we decided to get an apartment.
Following the incident, Amber's videos would abruptly stop for a time. Obviously, Amber decided that they both couldn't stay with Mendy any longer, and they quickly found a new apartment. Unfortunately, Amber wouldn't get to enjoy her new apartment for long. Amber's lies would ultimately catch up with her.
And then right when we moved into our apartment, that was when all the drama with her ex and the situation that they had started.
Casey would post his rebuttal video, wherein he vehemently denied Amber's claims of physical and sexual abuse.
I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. I don't know. I just know what she has told everybody else. So, I don't know.
Amber would take a break from posting for a while. When she returned, she'd do so with a video talking about a recent health scare, likely an attempt to garner whatever little bit of sympathy her audience was still capable of having for her.
Like 5 or 6 days ago, I actually went to the ER. My heart has been like beating weird and wrong. Like it's been like jumping and flipping and just feeling really weird.
But her audience wasn't buying it. Lying about rape is not okay. How to Get Away with Rape and Abuse Slander, featuring Amberlynn. Deflect, distract, and lie more. Amber would do her best to ignore the situation and focus on decorating her new apartment. They would even get a new cat together.
This is our new kitty cat. Oh my god.
She knew that she needed to start the drama. She needed to start something up. So that's why she started old beef with one of her ex-partners. Well, if I'm going to be doing YouTube full time, I need my channel to pop off. I need there to be some buzz.
Rarity Gray. Baby, are you going to around? There it is.
The criticism online was becoming too much for her to handle. People had even started trying to dox her place of work and her address. She would eventually acknowledge the false abuse allegations in one of the most ridiculous ways imaginable, through slam poetry.
RAPE, rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word.
The stress of her lies coming back to bite her weighed heavily on Amber, and this would further impact her and Destiny's relationship. Destiny would appear in fewer and fewer videos around this time.
Oh, I thought you were going to be in it, but you're not. Do you want to be in it?
Yeah, she was like checked out mentally at this point. Can't live with Jessica. Can't live with her mom. And now living with her and only her is... Oof. Her heart was dangling. Not slam poetry. Rocio, thank you so much. She could react to Mr. Snowflake's docuseries. Yeah, I wonder if Alexis has any knowledge of things that happened in years past a long time ago like this. I don't know if she's like kind of more up to date with it. Like she only knows what has gone on in like the past year or two, because she's only been Amberlynn's friend for a little over a year now. Well, I guess they're not friends anymore, but you know what I mean. Cookie Whoopie Pie, thank you. I'm starting a band called The Bariatric Parasite. I hope you go global. Sarah Avocado, thank you for those bits.
In it?
No.
It's a mukbang.
It's okay. I don't want to be in it.
It's a mukbang.
I don't want to be in it. I'm eating too. I don't want people to see me eat.
She's not part of that YouTube life anymore as much.
The arguments had gotten more persistent than ever before.
We had gotten to a big fight. I don't know what we were arguing about, but then I think either my mom or my mammy called me. She was like, hey, we're going to cook. You guys should come over. And I was like,
oh, God, here it is. Oh, boy. Let me go get my prop.
heck yeah. You know, like I was ready to go. I hadn't seen my mom in a little while. I was ready to go over there and eat some good dinner. Well, Amberlynn didn't want to go, and I said, that's fine. You don't have to go. Because, I mean, like I said, all that drama from before with her and my mom, they were just tense. But she didn't want me to go. And I was like, okay, well, it's been a little while since I've been over there. Just, you know, I'm going to go over there. And she was just like throwing a big just fit. I don't know how else to describe it. She was crying, and I know it was a Code Red Mountain Dew in my hand. I would try to walk out of the house, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go. So, and because we were already arguing, I was like, I don't want to be around you anyway right now. Like, we were arguing. I wanted to go see my mom. She starts screaming at me from the sliding glass doorway, saying that she's gonna harm herself if I leave, and I don't know, just all this stuff, you know, just going nuts. Then I was like, no, you won't. You know, I said, that's not something to play around with. Just let me go see my mom. And she starts like coming at me. So I get in my car and I leave the can on my top of my car, and I close the door real quick and I lock the door, and she's like telling me to get out, all this stuff, and she ends up throwing the can in my car, made me mad. And I want to say I ended up not going. I don't think I did. I'm like 98% sure I did not go to my mom's. I ended up just going back.
For those of you that don't know, I made a parody of this scenario last summer. And when Amberlynn saw it, when Amberlynn saw my parody, do you know what she said about it? She tried to make me seem like I was making fun of people who experience DV. That was her take on it. To make a parody of abuse is disgusting. It was one of the weirdest, most dumbest takes that I've ever heard her say. Because she was the aggressor in that situation, but she was making it seem like I was making light of DV. It's like, okay, if anything, Destiny would be the one that would be upset that I made that video. Not you. You were the one that was the problem here. Oh my God. Oh, and also, Amberlynn claimed that this never happened. Not like, oh, she got this detail wrong, she got that detail wrong. Not that. It was just straight up, this never happened. It was a mirage. A dream.
Back inside and dealing with her.
Amber's account of the Code Red incident differed greatly from Destiny's, and Amber would post about it on her Instagram. As a supporter, I need to know, was the Code Red incident true? Some of it was, some of it wasn't.
I made an entire video on this one Instagram Q&A question alone. I remember this exact one. Yeah, she wrote a whole fucking novel about this.
I never threatened, and I never threw it.
Jordy Show the parody. Oh God. It's definitely not on my main channel anymore. If anything, it'll be on More Jordy. Let me see if I can find it while the video plays.
Anything. This is something Destiny and I would always bicker about, even while friends. She swore up and down that it happened, and I swear up and down that it didn't. I know myself. I know who I am. I don't threaten, and I don't get violent. What is true was me not wanting her to leave, because that was around the time I was struggling horrible with anxiety. Our address got doxed and I wasn't medicated. I didn't want to be home alone because I was scared. There was no argument though.
The Code Red Mountain Dew situation, that did not happen, and I will swear that up and down.
She will swear to you that this didn't happen. I've talked to her about it before. She swears it didn't happen. So I don't know why she thinks that, but why would I make this up?
I have said over and over that that did not happen. That is not how the events played out. And I will stand by that, and I will forever stand by that, because I don't get physical with people. I'm not going to throw things at somebody.
She threw a glass cup at my mom.
I am not going to threaten self-harm. I have never done that, and I won't do that.
I told myself, I don't think I could do this anymore. I don't think I can live anymore. I don't think I could. I almost felt like, what's the point of me living? You know what I'm saying?
I have never in my life threatened my life. That's the part that really confuses me, where I'm like, Destiny's memories are so out of whack.
Gaslighting was one of the things that she liked to do. She'd always, it would always be something she was upset about, something she was arguing about, but she would turn it around on you like it was your problem.
Well, you definitely don't know about no Code Red incident.
Oh my God, don't even start with the Code Red incident. You don't know about it, apparently.
I swear to God, I even told someone close to me in my life that I think that you drove this, it was a nightmare. Because it never happened, it's not in my memory bank.
You must have blacked out.
No, I swear that's not true. I don't remember ever doing that.
Amber's denial of the Code Red incident was a prime example of gaslighting. Amber, throughout her online career, has always displayed her emotional...
Why did I not leave this clip up? Why was it so difficult for me? Oh, here it is. All right, party people. So earlier today, I sent this tweet out claiming that I had proof the Amberlynn and Destiny Mountain Dew Code Red incident did indeed happen. Now, we've been hearing conflicting sides to this story. Amberlynn said this never happened and told Destiny she's just not remembering things correctly. Destiny, on the other hand, claims the fight did happen and that Amberlynn might be gaslighting her. Well, girls, today we're getting to the bottom of it. I am pleased to announce that there is undeniable proof that was found by Season 4 cast member Becky. While exploring in her backyard, Becky found a shallow grave containing a black bra, a Cheesecake Factory takeout box, and an iPhone 6. When Becky got back to her apartment, she charged the iPhone and found this footage you're about to see. Girls, this is what really went down that night. Viewer discretion is advised.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car, Destiny! No, I'm going to dinner. Destiny, get your butt crack inside. No, I'm going to Mammy's to have dinner. I haven't seen her in weeks, Amberlynn. Destiny, our address just got doxxed on Kiwi Farms. I have 6,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. People are gonna be here any minute. I'm not dealing with you right now, Amberlynn. I'm going to dinner. What are you doing, Amberlynn? Destiny, if you don't come back in this house right now, I'm gonna flush all our Legos.
Well, there you have it. The truth. See, I remember when she and I filmed that video. This guy, look at the Mountain Dew midair. This guy, you see him in the white shirt. He was just taking a walk. Imagine just walking your dog and you walk and you see me in a wig throwing Mountain Dew at somebody in their car. He just stopped and stared at us, and I was like, we're making a video for TikTok, because I'd imagine that's something that a old man would just go, oh, okay. And he did. He went, oh, okay. Oh my God. Amber's crumble cookie sees and assist notice. Thank you so much. Team Mindy, WWE Girl World Edition. Team Mindy. Your neighbors must have thought you were unhinged. That wasn't near where I live. I made sure of that.
Instability. So I don't think it's likely that Destiny was lying about the incident.
I'm just not doing the greatest right now. I don't really know. I'm going through some stuff.
I enjoy making parodies. I do. I would make more parodies. I think that they're a lot of fun. Honestly, I would love to do Chantal parodies, but I feel like if I did Chantal parodies, she would somehow like make it seem like I was being Islamophobic or something. Because like if I dressed up as Chantal, that I don't think that would come across very good, and then she would be like, "Oh, look what he's doing! He's making fun of Muslims!" Like, I like the parodies. I think they're fun.
Stuff that I don't feel like sharing, and I don't know if I will, and I don't know. I mean, if I do end up sharing, I don't know when, and I'm just hoping for the best because I don't think I've felt so much pain in my life. But I'm just gonna. I don't know. Hope for the best. I'm just hopeful. That's it.
The Code Red incident had incited even more animosity between the two.
And November was when it started getting really rocky for me and Amberlynn. But that was when I just really needed like some kind of a friend because I needed someone to talk to about all this stuff. And I know I had said I was secretly talking to my ex, whatever, but they weren't responding to me, you know, like...
Destiny, desperately in need of someone to confide in, began talking to one of her co-workers, Dana.
I didn't become good friends with Dana, like actually like texting or talking to her till November. And I want to say like we would text a couple times here and there, and then she kind of just quit talking to me and quit responding. She like ignored me till me and Amberlynn broke up, literally. I have admitted to emotionally cheating on Amberlynn, but I didn't act on it. Like there wasn't any flirting or anything like that. That was just kind of like in the back of my mind kind of thing. It was.
I think that Destiny started to express interest, flirt, and I don't know, who knows if she acted on it prior to her and Amberlynn breaking up, but this whole, we had a clean break and then I started being romantically interested in Dana, not buying that.
Was like, I didn't have like full on feelings for Dana. I don't know, like I just wanted to know her more. Like we just clicked really well. Is really what it was coming down to. So I didn't know if it was like real feelings or if it was just, I needed a friend.
I got all these done, and I still have all these. There's a gift in each box.
In November.
Oh my God, Christmas. What was this, Christmas of 2016? At this point, Amberlynn knew that Destiny was slipping out of her fingertips, and she was trying to do anything and everything to get her to stay. So this Christmas, she bought her, it's an obnoxious amount of gifts. Dottie A. Sawyer, thank you. The loss of a child due to an accident is really horrific. Nothing to laugh or joke about at their grave. She truly takes nothing seriously besides food. Well, I mean, and honestly, Dottie, that wasn't the last time that had happened. A year or two, not even, like 2-3 years after that, when Becky's mother passed away. I mean, Amberlynn was, they were like picking out caskets or doing something like making funeral arrangements, and Amberlynn was vlogging inside of there too, making TikTok videos, making Snapchats, like goofing off. I mean, if you have listened to those voicemails between Amberlynn and Becky's mom, I mean, it didn't stop there.
December of 2016, Amber would display the Christmas gifts she had started wrapping, but only a few videos later, all of these would be unwrapped early.
And then Destiny turned on our song, which is Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. We started dancing together. And then I was like, hey, Destiny, you want to open one of your gifts? Just, I don't know, just out of the freaking hell of it. She opened one, then another, and then another, and then this happened. Like, this happened. Ah! And I'm sure a lot of you are like, why did you let her open those early? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It kind of was just, it was just in the moment, and it like just happened. I don't know.
Unbeknownst to the audience, the real reason Destiny opened all of her gifts early was because of the Code Red incident.
And then, I don't know if that's the fight that might have caused it, but right after that we also got into an argument, and that's when she let me open a present, and it turned into opening all those presents.
The relationship was clearly on the decline, and many viewers were suspecting that they were having issues. But Amber would always shoot these theories down.
She said, something fishy is going on. No Destiny in the video and separate beds. Are y'all just friends now? No, we're not. We're still dating. We share the same bed. We're still in love. We're still together.
but it was clear in Amber's own videos that the two were not getting along.
She takes one branch, this one, right here, and fluffs it out. And look how amazing it looks.
She said that actually when you buy a tree like this, there's instructions in the box saying like the branches go a certain way. Like, did you know that?
I tried explaining that to you when we first got it and you were just throwing a fit.
In spite of their rocky relationship, Destiny would
Yes, Amberlynn, I knew that when we originally bought the tree, and I tried explaining that to you, but you didn't want to listen. Oh my god. Jordy's City of Thieves! Hey, how are you this evening? Gifting 5 memberships on YouTube. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate our City of Thieves! All of our new members, welcome! Your membership is courtesy of Jordy's City of Thieves! 6 bras, thank you again. Certified Hood Classic. Oh boy. She will always be obsessed with Dusty, the same as when they were dating. They had some type of chemistry. It's like weird as that is to think. They did.
do her best to reconcile it by doing something nice for Amber.
I also started planning her. She thought it was going to be a Friendsmas, but really, I was planning a surprise party for her. We were arguing so bad about something. She was trying to say that I was being secretive and that I was keeping stuff from her and all this.
Destiny was emotionally cheating on me, hiding text messages from me, being super suspicious, etc., etc. So during that time, like, everything that she did was so suspicious to me, and everything was like heightened, and like I couldn't trust her at all.
And we were arguing, and I was like, fine, you want to know what I'm being secretive about? I was planning you a surprise birthday party, and now you know about it. I was going to do it when we have the Friendsmas thing, and you weren't going to know.
So one day she just like straight up said, I'm actually planning a surprise party for you. So, that's unfortunate.
And she was like, oh my god, that's the sweetest thing, you know. And I was just like, well, you're not going to be surprised now. And she said, don't cancel it. You know, we'll still do it. I'll act surprised. And she shows the party and what have you.
So I did say that I didn't know because I didn't want to hurt anyone. Like, everyone took the time to make that for me. Why would I ever want to, like, take that joy away from them?
Wait, did Dana go to this party? Who did she originally hug just there? 2352.
So I did.
Oh, hell. 23. Who did she hug?
You're not going to be surprised now. And she said, don't cancel it. You know, we'll still do it. I'll act surprised. And she shows the party and what have you.
Oh, no, that's not Dana. Wait, is this Mindy? Oh, shit. Did Destiny's mom come to this? I mean, they didn't really have friends, so I don't really know who would show up to this.
You.
That's who it was. It was Destiny's mom, Destiny's 2 cousins. Yeah, no, Dana didn't go.
So I did say that I didn't know because I didn't want to hurt anyone. Like, everyone took the time to make that for me. Why would I ever want to, like, take that joy away from them?
The joy of my surprise party.
Although Amber was initially conflicted about continuing a government job, it had grown on her.
I did enjoy my job. I really, truly did. I loved it. I really did. I loved...
It was just that damn lower back pain. It took me out. I loved data entry. I loved working for the VA. I really did. But that lower back pain, I couldn't do it anymore, you guys. I had to sit at home and film myself eating. That was just where my heart was. Respect the coin. Thank you so much for that. Old school. I love you, Jordy. How dare you disrespect his coins? Oh, Jeffrey. Did y'all see Eugenia flew out? Mm-hmm. It wasn't today. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. Eugenia's in LA.
Working there, I loved the people I worked with. I made tons of friends, and I enjoyed going to work. I really did.
It wasn't hard work, and it made good money, and you were just sitting. Like, it wasn't strenuous, it wasn't nothing.
Both Amber and Destiny worked long hours.
Holy effing cow! Cat's damn meow! coming in hot with a $100 donation on Twitch. Oh my goodness. Can we get the cat's damn meow emoji spammed in the Twitch chat? Oh my goodness. That is so kind of you, cat's damn meow. I don't know what to say other than thank you so much. Jeez, oh wheeze. Holy cow. 100 big ones. Thank you so much, cat's damn meow. Oh, hope your week is going really well. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Which was good for their finances. Wasn't so good for the pets.
I would leave my poor babies home alone without me. And what I mean by that is my dog and my cats were home without me for like 12 hours, sometimes even more than that. That's fucking shitty and disgusting, and I hate myself for it. Yeah, we have puppy pads down. we have three in the
I knew it. And I know that that's what's going on right now. Yeah, the puppy pads. You know those puppy pads, the ones that have like the blue perimeter around them? I know that that's what's going on right now.
My dog and my cats were home without me for like 12 hours, sometimes even more than that.
Yep, 12 hours. She would leave the pets home all day and just put down pee pads. Well, yeah, I mean, they'll just piss on the pad. They don't need to go outside. They don't need walked. Just piss on the pad.
That's fucking shitty and disgusting, and I hate myself for it. Yeah, we have puppy pads down. we have 3 in the kitchen because while we're, no, 2. Because while we're gone, Twinkie's here and, you know, have a good day. Go potty where you're supposed to.
Not only was Twinkie...
Go potty where you're supposed to. Well, if they piss on the rug or if they piss on the floor, I guess we'll have to wipe it up, but they should know by now to piss on the pad. That's so lazy. It's so lazy. It's so lazy. But I know that that's what's going on right now. Ever since Jade left the cast, it's been pee pads.
Twinkie left alone for upwards of 12 hours without going outside. When Amber did get home from work, she would barely walk her.
I walk her 3 times a day for 10 minutes. It's literally nothing. And I feel like her and I both need a little more walking, if you know what I'm saying.
Even though Amber's job was easy and she enjoyed it, she still preferred making YouTube videos. She'd gained more subscribers and was making more money than she had when she was living with Mendy. Once again, Amber started thinking about the prospect of quitting her job and doing YouTube full time. And she would come up with plenty of reasons why she didn't want to work at a government job anymore.
She made up a lot of excuses of why she wanted to quit her job.
Sitting for 12 hours a day is not good for you. And I started...
What did you think that you would be doing if you were at home? So, Amberlynn reporting to a job to work a 12-hour shift in which she has to be seated versus being at home and exercising and doing yoga and working out. Is that what would have been happening otherwise? I know, yeah. No, sitting for 12 hours is bad. I need to be home to be seated 24 hours a day. It's just funny because she's making it sound like if she wasn't at work sitting, she would be doing something else that wasn't sitting. Well, no, it's different. I'd be home and I'd be laying down. That's a lot better for you. Laying down for 12 hours. Oh, good God. Oh, boy. Victoria's short, thank you. This is giving Amy Slayton ALR parody. You don't know how it is, Amy. Thank you, Victoria. Moon Rabbit ASMR, Chantal Soft Whisper. Hi. Thank you so much, Moon Rabbit.
I started noticing that my feet was swelling really bad. My legs started swelling. My hands, I noticed I was puffier in the face.
I was really tired of her complaining about everything with the job, and she was trying to call out a lot.
My anxiety was through the roof at work. I was getting anxiety attacks. I would have to run to the bathroom, and I would just sit in a stall and cry sometimes.
I only ever remember her having...
Oh, at one point, she tries to convince... I mean, it'll probably come up here in a second, but at one point, Amberlynn tries convincing us that Destiny told her to quit. I quit my job because Destiny told me to. Not because I wanted to sit at home all day and eat and film myself, but because Destiny wanted me to quit. Ha!
an anxiety attack at work, like, I don't know, like a couple times. It was not like an everyday thing.
They're very strict on like bathroom time.
We would all spend way too much time in the bathroom talking because you can't talk sitting in the rooms where we were working, and a lot of times we would just goof off in the bathroom, everyone would be talking in there.
Eventually, after calling out of work a lot and a lot of complaining, Amber finally quit the government job.
I quit my job without notice. I did not give them a notice. I kind of just went into my supervisor's office and I said, I'm done. It was kind of shitty.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't even do that. She didn't even go into the supervisor's office and tell them that she was done, that she was not working there anymore. She just stopped showing up. And then because they knew that that was Destiny's girlfriend, they were like, well, is Amber coming back? And Destiny had to quit on Amberlynn's behalf. Oh, yeah, by the way, she's not coming back. I mean, imagine how that looks on you.
Like,
I know that our boss did call her and try to talk to her about like, oh, you know, like what's wrong? Why don't you want to stay? And she gave her a chance to like make up her mind, but she obviously made up her mind. I think.
Yeah, she didn't even answer the phone. Well, me not showing up for work and me not answering your phone call should tell you that I'm quitting. Amber, you're 26 at this point. Call the woman back and tell her you're quitting. Don't leave them hanging like that. I mean, it takes 10 seconds to make a phone call. Oh, but I don't know. Maybe that gave her anxiety. Talking to the supervisor and telling her I'm quitting would have gave me an anxiety attack, so I just had to ghost her. Meg Wino, thank you. Hey, Jord, I didn't get to tell you yesterday because I didn't catch you live, but I am a certified one-finger girly pop. Love you, King. Oh, my goodness. All the one-finger girly pops. One. I saw somebody say yesterday that I saw three. Three! Oh, my goodness. Overachiever. Thank you so much, Meg.
I think really she just didn't want to work. I think she just wanted to do the YouTube, and that's just what she decided to do.
Destiny and I talked about it a lot. She really wanted me to quit because she knows that I can do YouTube. She knows I make money from YouTube.
And she stated, I said that I was like, yeah, you need to quit. You know, just you do YouTube. I did not tell her that straight up. I told her that she's an adult and it's clearly her choice. She's grown. It's her choice.
Yeah, Destiny told me to quit. She didn't want me working there. Oh, good God.
I shouldn't have a say in if she wants to keep her job or not.
Now that Amber wasn't working with Destiny anymore, a codependency became more obvious than ever before.
I was very codependent with Destiny, and I can admit that. I can absolutely admit that.
During lunch, she wanted me to sit in my car and call her and just talk to her on my 30 minutes of lunch, which wouldn't have been a
Same shit that she did with Erica. Same shit that she was doing with Erica this past year. I don't want you having 20 minutes to yourself on your lunch break. You need to go sit in your car and you need to FaceTime me. If you get some downtime at work, you better call me. You know that old saying that they'll tell people at work? If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. If you got time to lean, you got time to FaceTime me. That's seriously what it is. If you get 2 seconds to yourself, I want those 2 seconds. Same exact shit she did with Erica.
big deal, but I don't know, like, it was like I had to, you know? I didn't have a choice. Like, I couldn't be like, oh, you know, actually I wanted to hang out with so-and-so during lunch, you know, whatever. No, that was not an option.
Because my anxiety was so bad, yes, I wanted her to contact me during her lunch. I did.
Yeah, it's because you were bored laying around all day and you wanted to keep tabs on her.
For 1 second. Literally 1 second. Tell me you love me.
Amberlynn wanted me to call her, and I did lie to her. Okay, so I'll admit to that. I lied to her and said that they were doing announcements at lunch that were important, so I couldn't call her. Like, I had to stay in the building. But I only lied to her because if I told her, no, I'm going to sit with them, it would have been like this whole argument. It would have been this whole big deal. And I just didn't see the point. Like, why couldn't I just hang out with my friends? But to her, that was just such an issue. So Amberlynn texted Charla about these announcements, and of course, Charla didn't.
Oh my God, fucking Charla. I hated Charla. Charla was really, I mean, you think Amberlynn's the villain of season 3? Charla was the villain of season 3.
Know what she was talking about. So she said we didn't have any. And Amberlynn was going off on me.
So basically who Charla was when Amberlynn quit working at the data entry place and she went back to live in the apartment and make YouTube videos of her eating to make a living off of that. Amberlynn met this girl that they all worked with named Charla. And when Amberlynn quit, she got in cahoots with Charla, and Charla was kind of Amberlynn's eyes and ears and kept tabs on Destiny and later Dana, and would tell Amberlynn everything without Destiny knowing.
So when I found out, of course I'm gonna feel some type of way. Like, my girlfriend is emotionally cheating on me and lied to me about being around the person that she was cheating on me with. So I ended up getting really, really, really upset.
But this was towards the end of lunch, and at that job you cannot bring your phone. So she was going off. I didn't have time to argue with her. I had to put my stuff up and I had to go to work. I said the drive home was about 30 minutes, and she called me. We were going off on each other, just screaming back and forth, and I was just tired of arguing with her and her trying to be so controlling.
The incessant arguments, gaslighting, and Amber's controlling behaviour would ultimately be too much for Destiny to handle, and she would finally put an end to it. On January the 13th, Destiny would officially break up with Amber.
Oh, and then at this point, Amberlynn was home all day, every day. You think those pets were going out? You think Twinkie was getting to go outside? Well, Twinkie was able to stay here 12 hours a day while we were both at work. So now that I'm home all day, if we know that she was able to handle it being by herself for 12 hours, I mean, she can still keep on like that. Why should I have to walk her? Why should I have to get up and take Twinkie outside? So even after Amberlynn was home all day, Twinkie was still using the pads. And I bet you that's what's going on today. Keiki, thank you. You can really see the Amberlynn persona come out during this time. She had gotten good at lying on camera. This is when her YouTube really started to take off. This is when she started to make money. Hell no, she's busy. The 45-minute walks. Yeah, now that she was home all day, she would probably try to convince us that the 45-minute walks turned into 90-minute walks. You guys don't see footage of that because I leave my cell phone in the apartment.
And I literally broke up with her, and then I hung up.
Destiny, I guess, flipped a lid. She ended up turning off her phone. I couldn't contact her.
I just refused to answer the phone, and she kept calling to the point I just turned it off.
She came home super late. It was like 4 a.m. I was bawling my eyes out.
I came home and she tried just arguing with me some more.
So when she came home, I was crying. I was distraught because I very much have hardcore trauma, being abandoned. I was afraid she wasn't going to come home. It was just a mess because I was in love with her. I was loyal to her.
I basically just explained to her that she wasn't changing.
I looked at her and I said, "Are you breaking up with me?" And I remember this verbatim. She says, "I guess I am."
We weren't clicking no more. It was becoming more of a hassle than a relationship,
And I was being gaslit so hard by her. Before I even knew what that word meant, I was being mentally and emotionally abused with. It was not okay. So I finally stood my ground, and she broke up with me for that.
Amberlynn was being mentally and emotionally effed with. Yeah, she was the victim in all of this. Oh my God. Amberlynn isn't just traumatized. She doesn't just have trauma. She has hardcore trauma. Applesauce Chloe, welcome back for your 4th month on Twitch. Thank you. Loving the streams lately. Thank you for all you do. Oh, well, thank you for the kind words, Applesauce Chloe. Welcome back for 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Appreciate that.
I was like, you need to work on you and I need to work on me. So I didn't want any kind of relationship, any kind of nothing. I really just didn't. I didn't know what I was going to do, but...
As she'd done during her last breakup, Amber would make her now ex-girlfriend sleep in the same bed as her.
I have really bad anxiety. I have attachment issues. Destiny doesn't mind it.
Like I said, she did still make me sleep in the bed with her. She blames it on her attachment issues and anxiety.
I guess it's not really up for anyone to understand. That's just how we decided to.
Did the same thing with Becky. Did the same thing with Jade.
Do it.
I literally just gave in to sleeping in the bed with her just to not hear it.
Craving companionship, but not any sort of serious relationship, Destiny started talking to one of the friends she'd sat with at lunch.
Like after me and Amberlynn broke up, it was literally like that night. It was one of the girls that I ate lunch with that I lied to Amberlynn about. I thought about just like messing around with this girl basically. I don't know, kind of like a rebound. I hadn't talked to Dana yet though. I actually started trying to hang out with that other girl a lot and just basically trying to hook up with her. I wasn't sure what was gonna happen with that, but it was just like also keeping me away from Amberlynn. I was just like, I also just talked to her, kind of like confided in her, just talked about stuff with her, you know, like.
Dana, who hadn't spoken to Destiny for months, contacted her a few days after Amber and Destiny's breakup after noticing Destiny's social media photos had changed.
And she just asked if I was okay because she saw my picture changed. And I just explained to her what happened. That was that. You know, like she had a boyfriend. That was that.
Soon, Dana and her boyfriend would break up, and Destiny and Dana began talking regularly and eventually would admit their feelings for one another.
And we went on our first date on the 27th of January.
Amber wasn't very happy about how quickly Destiny had moved on from her.
And she said, yeah, I don't want to be with anyone. I don't want to hook up with anyone. I just want to work on myself, and I want you to work on you, and like we could possibly get back together. And it was like literally the day after she broke up with me, she tried to hook up with this girl. She tried to hook.
Okay, but so the footage that you're watching right now is Amberlynn popping off in July of last year. 2 years before she's running her mouth about this right now, she was telling Becky, oh, I don't want to date anyone else. I don't want to think of anyone else the way that I thought of you. I never want to be with anybody else. Started dating Jade the next week. So it's only bad when other people do it?
Hook up with Jay. So
she said
Lest I remind you, Amber, how quickly your current girlfriend moved on. And that situation was a whole lot different.
tried to hook up with someone the very next day. I did not. I got away from her the next day. I just wanted to be away from her. I literally went to my mom's the next day.
5 days later, her and Dana are now talking, flirting, this and that. And me and Destiny ended up having sex together.
Was it true that you slept with Amber while you were dating Dana? No. But the following weekend, I can say that we did hook up. Me and Amberlynn did, but this was still before me and Dana had started talking.
So it's like...
Oh, well, Amberlynn was trying to do anything and everything to try to get them to rekindle. It was the same thing with Jade. I think that she probably knew that she wasn't able to keep Becky along anymore, which, I mean, Amberlynn treated Becky the worst out of any of her girlfriends. So she probably didn't even care to try to win Becky back. But it was the same thing. I don't want you leaving me, and I sure as shit don't want you moving on to be with someone else. Doing anything and everything. I mean, she was probably being so nice. She was probably being so kind. So, like, oh, let me buy you stuff. Trying to get Destiny back in her clutches. Did the same thing with Jade.
Like, while she was talking to Dana, she just got done talking with Jay. And then while she was also talking to Dana, but then she was also hooking up with her ex, which was me. Like, Destiny is a cheater.
The only thing I'll admit to with Amberlynn is that I emotionally...
Okay, and you tried ruining a marriage. 2. Danielle was married too. Destiny is a cheater. Meanwhile, she's filming that video this time last summer, and she's talking to Erica, who was married. Oh, good God. Pined Can Apple, I really appreciate all those bits. Hope your week's going well, Pined.
Almost cheated on her emotionally. Like, it was in the back of my mind, but I didn't even try to act on it because I was with her. And the only time I really, really cheated was when I was with that girl and I cheated on her with Amberlynn. And I never gaslit Amberlynn. That's another thing. Like, she called me a gaslighting cheater. And that is not what I am. She was just very controlling and wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do. It was always what she wanted to do. So there you go.
Though the breakup should have been a big relief to Destiny, there was just one problem. They still lived together. Destiny would try her best to keep her distance from Amber, and much to Amber's dismay, Destiny would stay the weekend at Dana's house.
I tried to spend a lot of time away from Amberlynn just because things were still kind of weird between us.
Amber was just as needy as she ever was. She would constantly call Destiny asking when she'd be home, and she would want Destiny home at certain times so she could drive her around and run errands.
I'd have to take her shopping weekly. I was like, why do you have to grocery shop weekly? Why can't you do at least...
See, but at this point, Destiny... But I mean, you know, I understand, like, she was 21, and I am cutting her a little bit of slack because... I mean, Amberlynn should have been out of the apartment at that point, or you should have been in a new apartment. There's no, I don't know why they always do this. Amberlynn did this with everybody that she's broken up with. They continue to live with each other for months afterwards. I mean, I don't know if they still had a lease together or what, but I mean, as bad as the breakup was communicated to us, kind of sounds like you should have done anything and everything to get away from her. No, I need you. So they're broken up at this point, and then Amberlynn is still telling her, I need you home so that you can take me grocery shopping, so that you can take me to TJ Maxx, so that you can do this for me. You're not obligated to this person anymore. If anything, she's a roommate.
It's 2 weeks. Like, why does it have to be weekly? Because sometimes I would have plans and I would have to circulate myself around what Amberlynn needed to do, and it was just kind of annoying.
The part about me calling Destiny a lot when they first got together, that is very true. I did not know how to be alone. I had attachment issues.
Amber would continue to invade Destiny's privacy, and not just by putting her in her vlogs. She would get her friend Charlotte to tell her what Destiny and Dana were up to. Ugh.
Charlotte started trying to start some drama between me and Amberlynn with Dana. Just like, she was just like spying on me, basically. She would just like text Amberlynn.
Charla was a little shithead. I don't know if they talk about it here, but there was one point where Charla picks Amberlynn up and they drove past Dana's house to take pictures of Destiny's car in her driveway. Yeah, Charla was a little shithead.
Amberlynn and be like, oh, this is what she's doing, but it literally, like, we broke up. It wasn't her business.
Amber and her friend Charla would at one point stalk Destiny while she was hanging out with
Look at that thing around her neck. You think this is where she got it from? Oh, Charla looks really cute in a choker. I'm going to start wearing chokers. Wonder what this girl's up to now.
Dana.
I want to say Amberlynn had Snapchatted me a picture of my car in Dana's parking lot, Dana's driveway.
Dana and Destiny would officially begin dating on February the 13th, and would obviously spend the next day, Valentine's Day, together. Amber, now being single for a month, had nobody to celebrate Valentine's Day with, apart from a camera and a bottle of wine.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm a single freaking Pringle. I'm celebrating it by drinking by myself.
Valentine's Day was a mess for Amberlynn. Amberlynn had me get up early and she asked if I would go get her some wine from the liquor store, and I was like, whatever, and I did. And then she got drunk in a video and and all that.
I gave her parts of me that I've never given anybody. I feel like I'm handling myself really well. Do I compare myself with Destiny's new girlfriend? I do. Because I question, why wasn't I enough? Was I not pretty enough? Obviously not.
You're way prettier than Dana. Everyone is saying that, boo. Like, you took Destiny from me, but I don't even care anymore. Dana's calling me. I ain't answering. She did me wrong. I hate you. I love you. Hate that. Hello? Oh, this ain't even Dana. It's Destiny. Hi. Well, I hope you guys enjoy your day together. I drank the whole bottle. You're watching me on you now. Duh. I drank it in like 38 minutes. I could have drinking it faster, and I wish I had another one. Hey, are you coming? Okay, I don't. Okay, toodles. Peace the fuck out, bitch. Like, I'm okay without her, but then when I hear her voice, I'm like, I don't care though. She's.
I know, the violin music playing in the background. Oh my god. JJ and Pain, thank you so much for gifting a subscription on Twitch to Small Mouse. Thank you for doing that. Jess Lad, hello. So happy to finally catch a live after being on a much needed family vacation and work. Thank you for making my night after some overtime. Thank you for the kind words, Jess. I must call you Jad. I was reading Lad and I said Jess Lad, Jad. Thank you so much, Jess. Really appreciate that. Rice Noodles, hello. Please tell me the dog got rescued or something. Twinkie? No, Twinkie still lives with Amberlynn. It's Pea-Pad City.
She's with Dana, clearly, because Dana called. Oh my god, I'm such annoying. What are you doing? Do you want it? Do you want me to guess you? That was funny. This is my fucking Valentine's Day. I hope you
you guys have a great one. On my end,
Violins.
Amber, though she made a bit of a fool of herself in her drunken videos, would try and maintain a friendship with Destiny and Destiny's new love interest, and would sometimes very, very awkwardly tag along with whatever they were doing.
I don't either. I don't wear heels either.
Yeah. I think that Amberlynn thought for a second, like, this whole if you can't beat them, join them kind of thing. So she knew it was better to kiss their ass and still get driven around and get to do stuff to, you know, go out, go to dinner. So they had this like awkward throuple for a hot minute before she met Becky.
Outfit of the day. Tight shirt. Okay with that.
You know it's a good movie.
What movie are you talking about?
Mask. I don't know, looks pretty scary.
Oh, is it with Jim Carrey?
No,
that's
this.
The Mask. That's the Mask. Oh, I have no idea. Anyways, I'm with Destiny and Dana. Say hello.
Hi.
Her dress is so cute. I'm obsessed with it.
Eventually, Destiny would move in with Dana, and that would mean Amber would be living on her own for the first time in her 26 years of life. Even though she did live on her own now, she still relied on Destiny to get around.
Amberlynn, you don't drive. Like, how do you get around? Destiny still offers to take me places, which is super sweet.
Amberlynn states in one of those videos that I was offering to still take her everywhere and do those things that she needed to do. I did not offer. Maybe occasionally I did, but most of the time she was just asking if I could, and it was either I say yes or it was just all hell breaking loose. Like, you know, just never hearing the end of it, so we would just do it. She goes on a date with Becky.
She also at this point started to pay for some stuff for her and Dana, which is why I think that they were more accepting of the idea of Amberlynn tagging along, because it's like, well, I mean, Amberlynn's sitting at home by herself and we're going to go out to Denny's, but if we invite Amberlynn with us, she might pick up the bill. So Amberlynn paid for a lot of these activities that they would go and do. There's a scene with Rafe about the slushies where they were all at the movies or something, and Amberlynn offered to buy, I think it was Destiny and Dana slushies at the movie theater. And slushies at the movie theater in the United States are very expensive. Like, you can get one at a gas station for like $1, $2, something like that. But at a movie theater, it's like 4 times the price. So she bought everybody popcorn and everybody slushies. And then Rafe walked up to her and said, well, what about my slushie? And Amberlynn's like, I can't believe I had to fucking buy Rafe a slushie too. So she was, I feel like that's the only reason why Destiny and Dana kind of tolerated Amberlynn, is because she started to pay for stuff. Synthetic Tea, thank you. Amberlynn is trauma. Trauma personified. Thank you, Synthetic Tea. Thank you for everything that you sent in tonight, by the way. Oh my goodness. 20 gifted subscriptions. Holy moly.
Becky in this month, yes, we did drive her.
Even though they had broken up and Amber herself had entered a new relationship with Beck, Amber still couldn't keep away from Destiny. They would often go on double dates together, which must have been a bit awkward for everyone involved.
Oh my god, I think that this is it. This is footage of them at the movie theater. I don't know if it was this night or another night, but it happened at the movie theater. She gave Rafe a $10 bill and was mad that she kept the change. Slushies at my movie theater are $9. $9. Good Lord.
It was awkward for me just watching it.
Popcorn and candy does. You can't go to the movies without popcorn and candy.
Destiny, do you hate me?
Yeah.
Dana, do you hate me?
No, if I did, I would tell you.
Exactly.
I did, so.
You're a lie. Shopping is
Hey, Dana.
complete.
Hey, Dana. Hey.
Becky. Hey, Becky. Hey, Becky. Hey, Becky.
I bought that exact bear for Dana last year.
Oh, I know. You almost said my name. Did you? It's like, she's like, Dana. Why does she always do that? What are you doing? Oh my god.
One way Amber kept Destiny and Dana around was with money and gifts.
How much money would you say you gave Destiny after you broke up? Oh my gosh. I mean, are we talking like physical money or everything that I bought for her nieces and nephews? The food I bought her, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's like the only time she...
The slushie was at a fair. Okay. The slushie was at a Pride festival.
Wanted to ever be my friend or hang out with me, I'm gonna let you guys know that anytime that you guys ever saw her on my vlog as a friend, it's because I either paid for her gas to come to me, I paid for whatever we did, the food, the movies.
I don't know, just when we were hanging out, obviously.
You're making it sound like they're using you, Amber. You were more than happy to pay for things because you still wanted to be included, because in your mind, you still thought that there was an opportunity somewhere to get Destiny back.
She would try and pay.
Every time that we did something, I gave them gas money, I paid for dinner, I paid for anything that costed money to get. I mean, like, she acts like they were manipulating her into, like, paying for everything. Amberlynn, you volunteered.
Paid for everything, but we definitely did try to pay our part when we could. Sometimes we couldn't. We tried to do things like, Amberlynn's kind of extra. She likes to do all kinds of stuff all the time when she's with a bunch of people. And sometimes we'd be like, well, we don't have it. And, you know, she would just be like, I got it.
There've been a few instances.
Not to mention the money that you never gave them for being in all of your vlogs. Making your vlogs more entertaining and being side characters made Amberlynn thousands of dollars on YouTube. So, honestly, if you bought them Denny's, if you bought them admission to the China City buffet, it was probably owed to them because they helped you make money on YouTube. B. Sunderland, thank you so much. Appreciate you always entertaining me. I would also like to say that she does not accurately represent Oklahoma lesbians, as I am one. Oh, boy. Well, B. Sunderland, next time you go to Walmart, keep your eyes peeled for Amberlynn and a rascal. Amberlynn says that Oklahoma is a very gay-friendly state. Oh my gosh. Our waiter at the Mexican restaurant and the cashier at the Lego store were both gay. Oklahoma's the gayest state ever.
Where Destiny had specifically asked Amber for money, though she did offer to pay her back.
But she didn't worry about paying her back.
And honestly, you should have given Destiny gas money. I mean, a gas burns less fuel when you don't have Amberlynn in the car. Just saying. I mean, I think you should be giving her gas money.
Like, that's how she's always been. She's very thoughtful. I'm not saying I never appreciated it. She is a very giving person. If someone is in need that she is close to, she's going to try and do what she can for their needs.
When I love someone, like even like a friend, that is what I do. I have always been very giving to all of my friends, every single one.
Do I think Amberlynn is a bad person? I think she tries to be a good person, but her selfishness and attitude kind of gets in the way.
Since their breakup, their attitude towards one another had changed significantly.
Destiny was a fucking cunt towards me.
I feel like her attitude got a lot worse with me once she got with Becky, like after we broke up, obviously.
She was so fucking rude to me.
Amber said you've been really mean to her sometimes during Becky era. What's your opinion?
She didn't like you, Amber. She broke up with you for a reason. I mean, she didn't break up with you to be your best friend. The only reason Destiny was keeping you around is because you paid for shit. And the only reason that you stayed around is because you thought that you were going to be able to win her back.
Opinion on that? I mean, I probably was. She's got a bad attitude, and I know how to hash it right back.
As she had done with Libby, Amber would sometimes hold the fact that she had spent money on Destiny over her head.
And I would be like, Destiny, why do you disrespect me so much while like we're out to dinner and I'm paying for it? So if that's me holding...
Why did you disrespect Mindy when you were living under her roof? Same concept.
Money above someone's head, then fine. She's right. I did. She took my money. She took my happiness.
Money was one of the main reasons why Amber and Destiny's friendship deteriorated, and eventually they just stopped talking to each other altogether. But it wouldn't be the last time they were in a video together.
The only thing you have on me is I have a bad attitude. Yeah, I do. And then you sit there and you say, Amberlynn is a good person, but she has her attitude that gets in the way. Have you ever thought of like mental illness is a problem? My mental illness gets in the way of a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I have bad attitude with people who treat me like shit, and you know that you did. And you just know that you did. If you don't respect me, I'm not going to respect you type style. But at the time, I accepted friendships that I thought I deserved. And that is why I stopped talking to you, because I realized I did not deserve that type of person in my life.
During the time Amber and Destiny had stopped talking, Destiny's relationship with Dana would also falter. Both Destiny and Dana had lost their mothers in quick succession, and this, in combination with Dana repeatedly cheating on Destiny, led them to breaking up. But this wouldn't be the end of Destiny's love life, as she would soon meet someone special.
Her name is Lexus. We met on Tinder. Hee hee ha ha. Because you guys blew up my Tinder when I made one. Got engaged on our 1-year anniversary. I know that seems a little soon, but I don't.
After Dana and Destiny broke up, Dana dated like 5 people, like back to back. I mean, she dated that Brady guy, and then she dated another dude. And then at one point, Dana was dating a real young woman, like 19 or 20 or something like that. And this woman had 3 kids. So Dana it was crazy. But I think that she's still with the same guy. Honestly, I haven't really thought of Dana since last summer, honestly. Is this who Dusty married? Yeah, Lexus. Lexus is the girl that Destiny recently married.
Okay. When you know, you know.
It was while in this new relationship that Destiny felt like she needed to air all of her grievances from her past relationship with Amber. And she would post a series of videos detailing what it was like to be Amber's girlfriend.
What inspired you to speak out now after so long? I mean, like I said before, that this is like a healing process. I just thought it was time to get everything out in the open, basically. What made you want to tell your story? I just thought...
I've noticed that Girl World always pops off in July and August. Last summer was wild. This summer has been wild. July and August are always the exciting months. Oh boy. Jordy's headphone dent. Thank you so much. I'm living for the Mr. Snowflake content. He's so good at it. His videos are really well done. Thank you so much for sending that in, Jordy's headphone dent. I think you're still here. Is my headphone dent still there? Can you see it? Does he look at both Twitch and YouTube chat? Yes. Yes, I do. Crosette 1031. Welcome to the sub club. Appreciate you using your Twitch Prime on little old me. Thank you, thank you.
I thought it was time, and like I've stated, it's a healing process.
What are you doing?
I'm healing.
This isn't healing.
Why are you making a whole expose series about me 6 years after we broke up? Oh my god. Takes sip of drink. I'm healing.
Only laughing, calling me a sumo wrestler, telling me I stink? That's not healing.
That part's not.
Then what is that?
And honestly, out of this whole expose series, I mean, the worst thing that Destiny probably did was talk about how she couldn't bathe at the mom's house. I mean, the code red thing. Okay, so the code red thing and the fact that she wasn't able to bathe when they lived with Mindy, those were probably the 2 worst things. But, I mean, think of the things that Amberlynn said about Destiny. So, if Amberlynn, was kind of getting pebbles thrown at her, Amberlynn picked up a whole ass fucking rock and chucked it at Destiny's face when she talked about her brother's sobriety, the paternity stuff. I mean, really hitting below the belt. Amberlynn had ammunition to use against Destiny. Oh, and she used it all right. She took every opportunity.
Playing the game.
What game is that?
Just giving the people what they want.
Of course, Amber didn't like Destiny making videos about her. Didn't like anybody making videos about her, but especially not Destiny. And things between the two would get hectic.
So she's lying a lot. She is, it's just tons of inconsistencies. And I need to call her out because it's not okay.
Amber, who's always craving sympathy, they even tried to make out that Destiny saying that Amber stunk. Tried to make out that it was Destiny making fun of Amber's cancer symptoms, which it wasn't.
I'm healing. Stirs slushy. Destiny, what are you doing? Why are you making these videos? I'm healing.
You just thought she stunk? Like swamp hairs.
For the love of God and all things holy, she did stink.
How about that?
Okay, so someone just said, why did you stink so bad with Destiny? So Destiny said that it was after we were together that I smelled, while me and her were friends.
Amberlynn said she smelled after y'all were together. I thought it was during. I mean, she smelled both times, but she was saying she only smelled when she had cancer.
People like making fun of me about that. You're literally just making fun of someone that had cancer in one of their symptoms. So
Okay, so now if you make a swamp ass joke, you're making fun of the fact that Amber had cancer. That's how it's being equated here. If you make fun of the fact that Amberlynn had swamp ass, if you make a smelly joke, you're also making fun of a cancer patient. So that's how she's trying to knock this down.
yikes on bikes. That's on you.
Amber said you meant she smelled after you broke up because of cancer. Clarify. No? Like, I don't know if she stank when she started having her cancer symptoms. I wasn't around her enough. The year of 2018, I lived in Florida when she started all these symptoms. Like, so I didn't mean she stunk after she got cancer. Like, I don't even know if she did. Like, when we hung out after that, I wasn't, like, close enough to her to be like, smell. You know, like.
Surely y'all have been in a situation where you have been around a bigger person and could smell their swamp ass.
If anyone says swamp, you're gonna be blocked.
I'm not describing it in detail. I don't know how. You guys are nasty.
Why? Because it is making fun of a cancer symptom that I had.
Do I feel like I've been a bad pet owner in the past? Yes. And I do make up for it now. These dogs are spoiled beyond belief.
Another more serious criticism Amber would bring up about Destiny was Destiny's treatment
Moderators, anyone who says the word swamp on YouTube or Twitch chat, block them.
of her animals, specifically her dog Cash.
You should be ashamed of yourselves typing the word swamp in the chat. Making fun of a cancer patient. What's wrong with you?
It's one of the worst things Destiny ever did. She had a dog named Cash, who I actually would babysit when he was a puppy. I guess Cash wasn't trained very well. Cash ended up biting like a little girl, and Destiny, this is when Destiny and I were friends, and she was like talking to me about it, and she was like, I'm gonna have someone put down Cash. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I literally have the text messages in this phone. And I was like, no, don't. Like, literally get your dog trained. Dogs can change. Like, your dog is still young. Oh my God, I was so mad. I didn't talk to her for a little bit. And it's like, I didn't know the address. It's like, you know how bad I wanted to like call someone and be like, get that dog, like do something. I don't believe in putting down animals unless like they're on their actual.
You just believe in leaving them in apartments all day with a pee pad and a, yeah,
deathbed, and they're like old, like ancient. Like, animals to me are like better than people. When Destiny said that she was gonna get Cash put down,
yeah, because they can't call you out on your shit.
In my head, I thought she meant like at a vet. Even then, I don't agree with that shit. But she meant that someone was actually gonna like shoot the dog. That is the worst thing that Destiny's ever done. On period.
Destiny would come back with a video explaining the reasoning for putting Cash down. Destiny and Dana had moved from Kentucky to Florida, but they weren't able to bring Cash with them. So Dana's father offered to take the dog.
Now, he did not let him be inside. He was chained up outside, and I feel like that's one of the things that led to everything that happens with Cash.
Eventually they'd moved back to Kentucky with a roommate and her child, and the couple would take Cash back. Sadly, the year he'd spent chained up had turned Cash from a sweet, lovable puppy to an aggressive animal.
New Year's Day 2020 is when this situation happened. Our roommate starts calling Dana, and she's like hysterical, and she says that Cash has just bit her 2-year-old. And I did have to fill out forms for the health department and animal control. And I asked them, you know, am I just gonna have to put him down, like what? And they said don't do anything until they've came and assessed him, basically.
Animal control would come to assess the dog and determine that he wasn't dangerous.
He said that it was ultimately a family matter because we were all living together when it happened, and it was up to us what we thought should be done about Cash.
Destiny and Dana were conflicted about what to do with Cash. They didn't think they could trust him anymore and didn't want to risk him attacking anyone else. But they didn't want him to be put down because they had raised him since he was 3 weeks old. Ultimately, they decided to keep him at Dana's father's house, once again chained up outside.
And I know Amberlynn tried to say, oh, you can retrain dogs. No, you can't. Sometimes there's nothing you can do for an animal, but try to make it as comfortable as possible, and that's what we thought we did.
The pair would move in with Destiny's dad, and more issues with Cash would soon arise.
The day that we're moving into the house, I don't know how, but he gets off of his chain, and my niece, who's 6, is swinging on the swing set that's up by the house, and he's just like, probably like 6 feet away from her, just like at a stance and growling, like he's just waiting for her to do the right move and he's gonna get her.
Things would finally come to a head when Cash attempted to attack Destiny.
And I turned around from him when I went to be done playing with him to go back inside because I had got dirty. I was ready to go in. I was ready to eat, whatever. And as soon as I turned around from him, I don't know like what happened, but he jumped onto me, like jumped, scratched my back all up and was just like snarling and trying to get my neck from behind. And I mean, it was scary. I honestly thought that he was going to get me, but I just barely got out of his like chain range. I was like, if we cannot do these things, he's going to be miserable, not having any attention, not just being on a chain day in and day out. Like, who's going to feed him if no one can go down there and go near him? There's just no way for an animal to have to live with no human contact, just food and water when you can get it if you let someone near you to feed you, and being tied up all the time. Like, because there was no way we could take him out.
Horrible people. Dogs can be retrained. Yeah. It didn't really sound like this dog had a great support system around it, and really anyone who cared to want to do something like that. Neglected to the max. Yeah, I mean, chained and left outside really doesn't suggest to me that the dog was getting a whole lot of attention. Why didn't they just give him away? Maybe they couldn't find anyone to take him. It's also kind of difficult to give away an aggressive dog.
Anywhere, how could we trust him? It was very emotional for me and Dana. We were both very upset, and Dana's dad ended up putting him down for us. Yes, that means that he did it himself. That's all you need to know, really. It was very traumatic to me. I don't know. It was just like one of those things that's normal to me. It might not be normal to some of you guys, but it is to me. So that is what happened with Cash. It wasn't her story to tell. It wasn't her business. She can try to say that she tried to make like this big deal about everything when it was going on. I don't remember her making a big deal of everything. I don't remember her.
Yeah, the only reason that we're listening to this right now is because Amberlynn was hurt that Destiny was making these videos about her. That's the only reason. This was ammunition to be used to make Destiny look like a bad person.
Putting her 2 cents in towards it. I mean, ultimately, it was up to me and Dana. Like, she can say that she was upset about it and that dogs can be retrained. Like I said, maybe dogs can be retrained, but from my experience, no.
Whether you think what Destiny did was humane or not, I think the fact remains that neither Amber nor Destiny are particularly good pet owners, and probably shouldn't have pets ever again in the future. I think, anyway.
And you can call me an animal killer, but I mean, it's a very traumatic thing that happened. And nothing you guys say like that is going to bother me because I know where I stand with it.
Call her. Let's see if she answers.
The last time Amber and Destiny would communicate would be over the phone on one of Destiny's live streams.
Hello?
Even if you don't think your dog can be retrained, don't you think you owe it to the dog to at least try? It really didn't seem like anyone wanted to put in the time or effort. I mean, if it's to the point where the amount of care or security that you want to provide for your animal is chaining it up outside, I highly doubt that anyone wants to take the time to try to retrain it. Because they didn't even try to train it, let alone retrain it. Jessica, thank you. Smelt kills me. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Thank you so much, Jessica. Even if you did leave the door open. I hope you get that reference.
Hello?
What do you want?
Nothing. I was just on live and I thought I'd give you a call.
During their discussion, Amber continuously denied and tried to downplay Destiny's claims of abuse, and would try to make Destiny out to be the real villain.
Okay, but you calling me so willy-nilly, like, aren't you supposed to be killing? Hilly. Aren't you supposed to be healing? I don't get it.
It's just a joke.
It's not really that funny if I'm your abuser, so.
Oh my god.
Amber would continuously gaslight Destiny over the Code Red incident.
And it's like the one incident where I could slightly be an abuser, it didn't even happen.
Amber would further display her manipulative nature by using mental illness as an excuse for abusive behaviour.
You're a very manipulative person.
I have come to terms that my mental illness does make me manipulate in ways. For my mental illness to be used against me by my ex is pretty shitty.
Amber's mental health problems, and everybody knows this, there's no justification for how
You calling me manipulative is offensive to me. The fact that I manipulate people and then you point that out, I'm now the victim. Rat child, thank you so much.
she treats others, for how poorly she treats others. I know Amber likes to pretend that her brain is this separate entity from her, but it's still her. It's her making the decisions. She has the ability to control her actions and unlearn her bad behaviour, yet she doesn't try. She continues to treat people poorly, and when she gets called out for it, she blames mental illness.
For anyone to, like, validate abuse, yikes on bikes.
Yeah, anytime you call her out on anything, oh, well, you know, it's the cancer. Oh, it's the BPD. Oh, it's this.
Amber, for some reason, would even bring up Destiny's brother's drug addiction.
Like, how shitty is that? Like, I know tea on him. Like, I know tea on your whole family times 12, but I'm not that person.
You have tea on my...
Yeah, I'm not that kind of person. I have ammunition and tea that I could spill on all of your family members that have nothing to do with this. And then she does.
brother?
Yeah, he was a coke addict.
Oh my god. How did you know that? Who the fuck told you that?
Despite growing up with drug-addicted parents, and struggling with her own addiction, food addiction, she seemed to have little sympathy or empathy for Destiny's brother's struggles and viewed it as tea. Whether revealing her side of a relationship with Amber truly helped her heal or not, we don't know.
Oh my god.
What? You started this drama. Like, you're not gonna get the nice Amberlynn. Like, you started all of this.
I don't want you to be nice. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I agreed to call you, because I knew it was gonna be a hash out.
A hash out? What is a hash out?
I knew you were gonna have attitude.
Of course I have attitude. Like, why wouldn't I?
After it all, Destiny was able to move on with her life and eventually get married to a woman named Alexis. I think it's safe to say that Amber and Destiny's relationship, if nothing else, was very toxic. I don't often use that word, but it was very toxic. At the beginning, I was hesitant about making this video about Destiny, because I didn't really like her. I didn't like how she treated her animals, in particular. And initially, like I said at the beginning, I didn't really see her as an abuse victim, but after going through everything, she definitely is. The constant arguing was the most...
Isn't her mom a drug addict? Former.
Obvious example of Amber's toxicity. So was Amber's controlling behaviour, which came in the form of isolating Destiny from her loved ones, threatening to harm herself in order to keep Destiny away from her family, buying Destiny gifts and giving her money, even after they'd broken up, to keep her around, and then holding all the money she'd given her and all the gifts over Destiny's head. Amber would constantly downplay Destiny's abuse claims, gaslight her about the Code Red incident. It seemed like everybody in Amber's life was treated poorly, whether it be the minor she put in dangerous situations or manipulated her with money, the maternal figures she would get into violent altercations with, the resident suffering with dementia that she loved messing with for her own amusement, or the parents whose child's great.
I can't get over that. If a resident with dementia asks you to do something, don't get off your ass and do it for them, because in a minute they'll forget about it.
It was so carelessly vlogged. The animals that were supposed to be taken care of by Amber and Destiny that were just left alone for hours and hours at a time, even left alone during 2 tornadoes. How mental's that? Twinkie wouldn't get walked, which obviously contributed to Twinkie's obesity, and Twinkie's still not getting walked to this day. Amber has no sympathy or empathy for any...
There's no way. I mean, maybe because the feeder's visiting, but when that feeder's not in town, it's P-Pat Central.
...body in her life. The only reason Amber does anything is if it benefits her. A lack of sympathy for Destiny when she lost Gracie perfectly exemplifies this. I know that Destiny believes that Amber has the potential to be a good person if she fixes her attitude, but that's never going to happen. I think we all know that's not happening now. It seems like Amber's selfishness is something that's never going to go away. Amber can use her mental illness whether she's been diagnosed with all that stuff or not. But she can use her mental illness as an excuse for how poorly she treats people in her life. But the fact is, Amber's had years to make positive changes regarding her mental health, and she's never taken any opportunities to do that. I'm glad to see that Destiny has moved on from Amber and has managed to settle down with somebody who treats her a lot better than Amber did. And yeah, I wish Destiny the best.
No one's gonna believe me. No matter what I say, no one is gonna believe me because, like, it's so easy to hate me. Like, I am a villain.
I wish Becky would spill some tea too, because I don't know. I don't know the tea. I want to know what Becky knows. Like, I want to know too. So
You don't know what Becky put me through, and no one does. No one does, because I am not that person.
I guess that's a foreshadowing to the next episode. No one knows what Becky put me through. What Becky put you through? Oh, good Lord. Hi, Monica. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, jeez. The next time you're stalking Amber, steal Twonk and raise her as your own, please. Pulling a BBJ on Twinkie's behalf. The cliffhanger, I know. So ominous. Oh, boy. Jordy City of Thieves, thank you. If you'd be so kind, hit that like button. Thank you so much, Jordy City of Thieves. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, before we end up shop here tonight, click the thumbs up button if you care to. Helps with algorithm purposes and all that sort of stuff. Would appreciate it. Thank you, Jordy City of Thieves. And thank you to everybody else who sent in donations tonight, bits, gifted subscriptions, or just participated in the chat, silently viewed. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and the commentary. I really appreciate you all being here. Oh, I did see that, yeah. Where she made a shopping video spending $3,000. Well, you know, it's because she took out that second mortgage. And now she has money to blow through. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening. Really appreciate you being here. That concludes part 2 of Mr. Snowflake's Victims of an Empath episode. We will be back this weekend. Probably the next thing that we cover will be Chantal related. I mean, unless Amberlynn uploads something, I don't anticipate her uploading something, especially now that the feeder is in town. But we will probably do Chantal next because she is bored in that hotel room. And we're going to keep her some company, you know, just because we're so thoughtful like that. Have a good rest of your night, everybody, and an even better weekend. I shall see you all very soon. Thank you so much to everybody again who sent in some form of donation. I really appreciate it. Rectangle hands to everybody. Oh, God, that's not a rectangle. That's a pretty good rectangle. All right. I'll leave you with this. A very nice rectangle heart hand.